So like that's what happened. Did I expect that that's how it's gonna go? No. I don't know why I did not expect. I'm not gonna lie. I should have expected it go something like this. That reminds me, I need to finish. I was like, you guys needed to watch something else. I was like, we told, but I don't remember right now. It doesn't matter. Last time I went to Moody Gardens, I was again my best friend. Penguins. Oh. And my best friend goes, this reminds me of my trip to Antarctica, and that's how I found out. Don't even. I laugh when people just randomly drop lore about them. That's one of my favorite things that happened to us. Like, well, one of the things that was recently was our friend, my and Dorker friend, who we shared password to Crunchyroll. And he randomly just messages on Discord and he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be able to continue subscribe our subscription to Crunchyroll. I don't think it works in Japan. And that is how we found out that he was in Japan at that moment. And that's like a pretty good friend that we lived together for 2 years. And that's how we find out that he was in Japan. Oh no, I told him I messaged him back as well. He messaged me. I don't did he message both of us or did he message like separately you and me? Because I told him we're fine with I also sent him video today. I opened TikTok and one of the videos was like what it's actually like in Los Angeles. Like it was like, what do you guys see on TV? She's like, my grandma messaged me and said you should get out of LA. It's so scary. And the girl showed videos how she went to the protest where they were giving up like people were given snacks. They were like ice out of LA and people dancing. The police like ordered themselves McDonald's. They were just kind of chilling around. They were like, no harm. Nobody's attacking anyone. We don't need to do anything. And it's just like, and I'm like, that's the thing about like 90% of the city is like this. We did have, I think in Compton, we had pretty aggressive protest, but we have protest everywhere. It's like that's like literally we have like this much. But of course, that's the thing that gets like promoted on TV. Meanwhile, for those who don't know what's happening, also, Camilla, somebody's ringing at their front door. I think. At least, or that's what it's told me. Maybe I'm wrong. Because it gives me like a different notification when it's like just somebody. Oh no, never mind. Our neighbor said goodbye to his girly. Oh, thank God. At least it wasn't porn. Okay. To be fair, her mom used to work for an airline, and her dad was a travel agent, so they went on a lot. Oh, wait, did I miss it when it was? Oh yeah, she was in New York City now. She started working rocks. Damn, somebody having like. Sorry. Nosy into neighbor's life. Of course, media loves sensation. I know. Well, it's not just sensationalism. It's also like their way to show, like, oh, you see, everything in LA is so bad, and I'm like, we're fine. I think even Melt in the Discord wrote like, "Oh guys, are you fine?" I was like, "The city acts like nothing's happening." Also, people don't realize. You know how people say there are jokes about how Europeans come to the United States and they don't realize how huge America is. It's the same thing with Los Angeles. People don't realize how huge Los Angeles is, and I'm like, that thing is like an hour away from us, and it's still part of the city. Let me see. Let's get creativity up, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, it's funny because like you don't realize how huge it is until you are in LA. Fine, I'll get some empathy. You know what? Fine. I think Shibama wanted me to get empathy, so I'm gonna do that. Ah, the food dispensers. Oh, also, yeah. We did have... I was like, how do I describe it in um safe for work terms? Intercourse. We did have intercourse with Tank. I think couple. I think like it described that we like, boink couple of times. And then we exploded. Not we told her brother, and he exploded her lab. So things happen. And now well, traffic is not that bad. Also, a lot of people think that it's like constantly standing. No, like I think traffic is in LA is not that bad. It's just like, really huge. Yeah, we copulated with the thing. Ah, the food dispensers. You have found memories of the soy gruel that you relied on as a child abroad as stratospheric. You didn't know any better back then. How's the sound, by the way? The kitchen's still somewhat reliant on these machines, but now that you have a wider range of ingredients, it's more like a side dish instead of a main course. I like the way you think, Jinktopus. I like the horizontal polka. Yes. um... It becomes 4. That also works. God damn it, we still not getting. I want to get the second notch, the thingy, the perk, the perky thing. Also, Jinktopus, everybody grew up and everybody's hot all of a sudden. I wasn't ready for that mentally. Like, look at them. Look at all of them. Like Mamma Mia. I don't know. I can just come. Oh, I'm not gonna break up. I don't know. I can just randomly. You know what? Sure. I'm just gonna. Yeah, let's have. Tang hums and checks the time on her holopalm. I suppose if you provide me with sufficient motivation, you go for a walk. You and Tang go for a walk around the perimeter wall, holding hands and silently observing the wilderness. I never thought about what Instance was really asking me to do, Tang says when you take a break to sit. Her legs dangle over the edge of the wall. I only thought about how good it felt to have an adult tell me that I was smart and that I was important. She manipulated me. Tang sighs. And I almost committed genocide for it. I'm sorry. All been there, the the regular teenage problems. I'm sorry. You squeeze Tang's head and she gives you a sad smile. Relatable. Who can relate? I hope I can make up for it. Thank you for believing the best of me. Yeah, I'm not gonna add anything. Yes, Cal's. Yeah. Oh, Jink. Yes. You know how I'm not a biggest fan of Cal, right? I'm like, whatever. But like, he's a certified fuckboy. This is certified fuckboy. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me otherwise. Oh my god, why is it so fucking hot in here? I'm not talking about him. It's hot in LA. It's nothing to do with him. I also don't understand why he looks so much like our dad. Like, he has things to explain. Whose birthday it is also? What is it? Late Dust? Let me see. I have my... If I find it. My list. Yeah, there we go. Dust, late dust. Cal, it's your birthday. Baba fruit, egg, and cake. Let's see what I have. I do have bubble from. I have eggs. You know what? There you go. Oh wow, that looks delicious. Thanks for the birthday gift, Sinisia. You know I love to eat. I mean, one of my theories, he's geranium. He does look like geranium. And they did mix genetics. Oh my god, you do have a fucking point. I forgot that they all mix genetics, that it's not like, you know, natural kids. Oh, so Tammy, of course, already, or like, already pregnant. First things first. I still cannot believe we've been here for 7 years and nobody got pregnant so far. Unbelievable. Okay, what you want? My boy. Hi, you spot Cal heading towards the barns at far end of the farms. Hey, Asnusia, he waves. What's going on? Oh, nothing. Just thinking about... Well... He trails off and scuffs his foot in the dirt. I guess it's not like you can get me in trouble now, so yeah, I used to have a pet. She was like a little pink caterpillar. I call her Socks. She lived in a trunk up in a storage barn and nobody knew. He scrubs the back of his arm over his face. But she didn't stay little forever. Eventually she got big, like real big, and I couldn't figure out what to feed her, so she ran away. Kel sighs and looks wistfully up in the sky. I just hope she's doing okay, wherever she is. You go, my guy. You know what? You do you. I'm also trying to go for both Mars and Tank, and I heard that you can. So I want to try to do that. That's the plan. Of all the kids, he's the... Wait, he's very much Uranium's spiritual son, if not actual one. Plus, of all kids, he's the only one that actually cares if the main character parents die. Well, he, like, because he works with them. So, like, he has more of a personal connection to them. Okay, I need empathy and creativity. Was it... Oh, was it here? Shoot. Actually, I should work with the governor. Yeah, let's go do that. You passed... Also, I also love they called this vest. I love that the game described this as the vest. That's a very generous name for this. No. The Art of Cal with Socks is great. If you ever see it, all the cake he is going to his... Do you mind sharing with class? Like a link? I want to know. If Rex could get away with being nude... Yeah, you know what? You have a point. You passed the construction yard. Yes, I can. Please do. Come on, you gotta share it with class. It's very greedy of you for not sharing it. You pass the construction yard on your way to work. Rex waves you over. Hey, come take a look at this, he says, leading you over to where a portion of the heliosphere is being married to the old living quarters with scaffolding of mushwood. Isn't this wild? It's like our two ships are actually becoming one. He throws his arm around your shoulder. It's like a metaphor, get it? The colony and us from Helio learning how to work together. How we build our environment affects how we live, you know? Ah, press twice. You should come by and help me, he continues. Hi, Milky Way! Hi! How you doing? Wait, what? What age? I am 17. Okay, let me see, Jink. Okay, we have any console here. Dorker, everybody who is in any shape or form interested in male presenting people, here is a console for you. Is this a cake? Is this a cake? I need to know what's the... It is a cake? Good to know. Because I'm like, I don't know. For me, it's hard for me to judge things like that. Yeah, Jinkos, how we get that? Because I don't know. Wait, Milky, I thought you're much further than me. No? Am I a dum-dum who doesn't remember stuff correctly?
You should come by and help me. It's really fun. You get to build things, the construction crew is really nice, and you get to hang out with me. Wait, why not start right now?
He hands you a plascutter, a gun-shaped tool that emits a thin beam of superheated plasma.
No time like the present, right? Zeke says we always need more workers here.
But you do have another job that you promised to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do other job. Yeah, sorry, my guy. I have a job. You have to talk to him a lot to do his... Oh, I see. Look at me. I have, like... My combat is 8 out of 100. I am weak as shit. But I'm, like, the smartest person in the colony. Maybe after Tang. I have nothing else. I'm just very smart, but I'm, like... I am, fragile as glass. Rex throps himself on the forehead.
Oh, duh, of course. I've always got something going on. You've always got something going on.
He lets you get back to work with a wave and smile. I do have... Yeah, I saved Dad, but not Mama. Okay. We have only one, yeah. Kawabenka. Guys, there's an ad coming in 5 minutes. Wait, you didn't? No! No, Milky, no! I think it's because I have, like, I am pretty smart, so I was able to, like, figure stuff out and help out in the lab. But yeah. So we got persuasion. Did we get... Yes, we got organizing too! Oh, maybe I did already. I don't remember how many things I have. Life is hard. How to save Mom? I know that you need to get food. So basically you need, as soon as they tell you that there is like, the colony is starving, you need to go and start getting, like, look at those two. Toxic couple of the year. As soon as you can go outside, you need to like start making like... Last time I played, I unlocked on like almost everyone 100. Damn! I was like 4 away with Tank and 10 away from Vase. That's a lot. I don't know how you did that. What is it? It's early wet. Early wet. Mars. Flowers and cluster. It's your birthday. Your birthday. Yeah, we have clusters for you. Yeah? Let me check for a second. Yeah, wet, early, crystal cluster. There you go. Ha! Mars laughs, taking the crystal and turning it over in her hand, inspecting it. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but I admit, this crystal is pretty fabulous. I'll add it to my collection. How much do I have with her? 88, okay. We get in there. Saving Mom is easier on second and so on playthroughs because I remember things that really help boost the foot. Yeah, but I also, here's the thing, because I said about it, Jing. So what happened for me is that I went, and I basically covered all of these expeditions, like right before the famine started. I know. Well, listen, I'm a tank girly because, like, damn. Maybe I'm just too gay, but like, damn. I was like, I have nothing else to add. I think that says for it. Is it still broken? Fuck's sake. I need to get more knowledge. I cannot do this. You're killing me. Creativity, bravery, creativity, and empathy. Yes, that's what I need. You and Tammy often work together in the kitchen. She splits her time between helping Aunt Anne with the children and helping her in the kitchens. Tammy is a diligent worker, though she sometimes gets a little lost because she wants everything to be nice and perfect. When you're trying to get 100 meals out the door, she always does what she's told with a smile. Anne has been patient as you learned your way around the kitchen and you started to really get a feel of working. On the menu today is something Aunt Anne congruous called a white sauce. A creamy pale sauce usually made with flour, milk, and butter, so... my god, what is it called? I cannot remember right now what's the actual name of that sauce. And you add nutmeg into it as well. Shit. Last playthrough I got Cal as my partner, reconciled the twins, saved Tonin and both my parents, and some other stuff that might be spoilers. That one I ended as a lawyer career. Oh. And then bajillion because, listen, living the dream, you know? Living the dream. Tammy is the best girl. Although I'm like... girl, you go have 50 children. Good for you. Good luck. I want to do second run when I'm going to be like a soldier and very like aggressive, shitty soldier or something like that. I want to do completely opposite from what I am right now. Like I want to be a dumb soldier. She wants a big vat of it to serve with dinner today, and she's charged you with figuring out how to replicate it. Wheat flour is in short supply here in Ventumna, but you have a lot of terra flour. The real problem would be adjusting the recipe to use plant-based milks and oils instead of dairy. There wasn't enough room on the stratospheric for bringing livestock. Just careful you don't burn it, Aunt Anne cautions you before she leaves. It's very sensitive to burning, it is. You look over at Tammy. Well, she stammers, tapping her fingers against her chin. I can use soy milk from the food dispenser and cooking oil, but I'm worried I'm going to burn it. I've always messed things up. When Tammy improvises in the kitchen, things usually go wrong. You have no reason to think this time it will be any different. How about I give you a hand? Tammy smiles and blushes. Tammy smiles and blushes. Oh, okay, Sinicia. She bustles off to get the ingredients. You both consult congruence of the original Earth recipe, but after a while it's clear Tammy is cooking absolute circles around you. You were wary about substituting so many ingredients, but one of the Tammy's strengths is that she's totally fearless in the kitchen. She will try anything twice. She hums and sways from foot to foot as she stirs the sauce completely at ease. An hour later, Tammy has a small portion of prototype sauce to taste. Because of the terra flour, the white sauce is actually more of a faint purple. It's a pretty color, especially on Tammy, who has it flecked across her apron and up into her tied back hair. She looks proud and a little worried. What do you think? You dip the back... What do you think? You dip the back of the spoon in the sauce and give it a try. Look, they gave me the earthquake effect. It's good. Like, really good. Your surprise must show on your face because Tammy laughs with relief. Oh, I'm so glad, she says, clasping her hands in front of her chest. I thought we did okay, but I wasn't sure. I'll make a huge pot of it right away. Thank you for your help. Your lilac sauce causes a huge stir at dinner, but it doesn't feel right taking any of the credit. Tammy did most of the work, and she deserves to feel the pride you feel radiating of her from the other side of the lunch line. Tammy was pretty happy without Cal. She had so many kids with, like, everyone, and then ended up in a polar relationship with a couple she felt... You know, good for her. Living her best fucking life. Okay, well, I have 5, 5, 5. Damn. I did not expect that it's gonna go that well. Tammy McQueen threw asleep. How dare you sleep in? How dare you? No sleep! There's no sleep time on Exocolony! It's time to remember. Okay, mid-wet. Tammy wants to know something. Well, first we're gonna go... Vase? Strange device or cake? Let's give him a cake. You know what? Maybe if he knows that he is loved... I have the device, yeah. If Vase knows that he's loved and people like him, maybe, you know, he's gonna stop being such a toxic little bitch. Are you yapping at me? you yapping at me?
I don't understand. Are you yapping at me?
I'm sorry, I had to do that. You will never know that I yapped at you.
Who told you it was my birthday? Whatever it is, it looks dangerous. It's a good thing you brought it to me.
Good for you. I said that I'm gonna, first of all, I said that I'm gonna give birthday gift to Vase, because if people respect and love him, actually love him, then maybe he will believe in himself and he will stop being such a toxic little bitch. Oh, I cannot put my head inside the hole. That's sad. But second, when you said, are you yapping at me? I did the taxi driver and I said,
are you yapping at me? Are you yapping at me? Are you yapping at me?
That's what we are talking about, Vase. Let's see. You find Vase in the garrison lounge, holding court with a small group of young soldiers, listening to him tell a story about his latest expedition. He's gesturing animately, with his arms and snarling like a beast.
Then I shot it out of the southern sky. Bam! Bam!
Vase finishes as you approach. The gathered crowds hoots and hollers for him. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. Which he accepts what the fuck? Magnanimously. Looking around, you see that it's mostly his Helio crew. You can tell from their uniformly close-cropped hair and perfect posture, but there are some faces you recognize from the colony. Animani is here, of course. Animani is fucking here. Oh my god, Bama, I need to tell you something. So apparently, Camilla's friend knows the writer for this game and had like met them and talked to them and like told them that like how much they love this game. So I am like, well, I guess they are also my friend now. So I'm like two handshakes, like one or two handshake separation from creators of this game. And I was like, I would love to meet them and say like how much I fucking love this game. For me, it's also the funniest thing about this game is that I feel like there are no like trailers. It's nowhere. If you look at the list of like top games for blank, it's never like anywhere. If you look at the games like a list like, you know, indie games or like best written games, but then like you start talking to people who played it and it's such a word of mouth. Everybody talks about, yeah, you should play Exocolonist. Yeah, you should play. Have you played? Yes, one of the best games. It's the funniest thing for me how like word of mouth promotes this game. If you do send my random person, you got it. Hey, hopefully one day I'll meet them as well. I was like, 'cause that would be a dream. I feel like they're about so many, but yeah, I was like, that's the funniest thing. The more I'm right now, especially through that friend, you talk to people and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, they did that for this. Like, oh, this guy, he's like, yeah, let me tell you how I worked 6 months for Critical Role. And you like all of a sudden start hearing, and it's like, it feels like it's such a like far away world. And then you start talking to people and it's like, oh. There's so many connections to all of this. Damn. I've seen so many forums trying to find games like that. They're no, like, I would say for me, this is like indie Persona. But Persona is not about this. It's like, it's so, I don't know, disconnected. And I do think that's why this game is not as big as it should be, because it's very hard to sell it, because, like, I mean, like, to person, because it's not, it doesn't look like anything else. Wait, what is Anawawad? I only know Awawad. I know, I was like, oh. It's like, oh yeah, that's Aoife's girlfriend. I was like, excuse me? The girl that we talked to for, like, I don't know how long in the kitchen. That's Aoife's girlfriend. Okay, good to know. Cool. Wait, I only know Awawad, which I make fun of all the time. Awawad. Oh, okay, I know. And you told me about this last time. I remember last time on stream you talked about it, which is funny because I don't remember the name, but like from the look of it, I immediately remember the description that you explained. I was like, yes. To Anawawid or to the Exocolonist? Listen, you then talk. Also, another thing, when you talk to people in the gaming industry, and all of a sudden there's so much goss moving around, there's so much gossip, and I cannot talk about any of that on stream. I'm sorry, guys. And then somebody will like bring up something that I know shit about, and I'm like, yeah, I'm also excited about that game. I'm like, yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna continue playing the game. I'm gonna shut up. But also, heads up, in 40 minutes, I am part of the Pride Raid train. Why Steam? What did I say? Pride Raid train that's gonna stop by this station in 40 minutes. And I hope that y'all gonna be nice to them and not gonna be assholes like you usually. I'm joking. You're always nice. But yeah. Looking around, you see that it's mostly, and that's also one of the things I was like, I wanted to play this game. I thought for a while, I was like, should I play something else for like the Pride, Pride train? But for me, I love how many different identities this game has. Because it's not just like some, somebody's like maybe gay or pan or like, player sexual, some characters. But we do have aro ace characters, we do have trans characters, and it's like, there's so many different people. We do have non-binary person. I was like, let's fucking go. Exocolonist, they could definitely make a sequel, a spiritual sequel, yes. And we do have straights, yes. It's important that we have allies. We have allies. Can you imagine if they made a sequel about Earth and about that cult, like what happened to it on Earth while this whole shit happening? Especially if they actually were able to spy and find out about like what's happening here. But they couldn't like send any message or have any communication. They're like, oh, what the fuck is happening? And prequel appearance, yes. Exactly, even first. I was like, yeah, the game has everything. Every taste, every single taste, they have something. Looking around, you see that it's mostly the Helio crew. You can't tell from the uniformly close cropped hair and perfect posture, but there are some faces you recognize. Oh yeah, tell my own heroic story. You loudly boast that Vase's story is nothing, and walk right into the crowd of listeners. All eyes turn towards you, including Vase's, who's regarding you with a curious mixture of annoyance and interest. You tell them about time you... Oh, I can do so many. But I'm gonna do when I saved Professor Hal when I was just 11. You little bitch. You tell the story of how you saved Professor Hal when he was cornered in the classroom by an alien. You don't have to embellish much. Everyone is rapt as you describe finding him with his throat already cut open, covered in blood, and the heated battle with the monster that followed. Damn, Vase says, clearly impressed. You must be the coolest person on this whole podunk planet. Maybe I am. Vase's friends laugh while the colonists look at each other and smile awkwardly, already not wanting to disagree with Vase. All except for Anemone, who joins in and laughs the loudest of all. Vase kicks out another stool from his table. Well, hero, come sit beside the king. You take a seat beside Vase. He crosses his arms and sits back, looking at you appraisingly. I don't think this colony made them like you. I thought you were all farmers and hippies, but you are alike. You've got a warrior soul. Dude, you should watch something else besides, like, Manosphere TikToks. The other Heliopause teenagers look at you approvingly. The only thing this colony good for is sport. I can wait to get out there and shoot some aliens, Vase says. He bangs on the table with his fist. Those null shits aren't gonna know what to hit them. You think you're real? I was like, this is just kind of like me. I was like, I want to meet him on his level. You think you're a real hotshot, huh? Vasset raises an eyebrow at you. He gestures to his, well, all of himself. Obviously. What do I have to be humble about? One of his friends punches him in the arm, and Vasset takes it with a cocky grin. You and Vasset talk a while longer. Well, mostly he talks, while you and his friends listen. Eventually, the little crowd breaks up as people move on to their other duties. Vasset says goodbye of all the Heliopause soldiers by name, and some of the colony ones too. Anemone lingers a little longer. Com didn't die for this, Anemone. Lingers a little longer than the rest. He reaches out to her and they grasp forearms and he pulls her down for a kiss.
I'll see you around later, babe, he says.
Oh, he says. See you around later, babe. Anemone one-ups him, sliding up his lap and kissing him deeply.
Not if I find you first.
Vasset laughs and swats her butt when she gets... God damn it. Remember when I said the game has everything? They even have disgusting traits. Eventually, it's just the two of you left. Vasset stands up and puts his hands on his hips. Let's do the time warp again. Sorry. Surveying the garrison his kingdom. All we did on Heliopause was train for this exact moment. We were literally made for this. We're the best of the best. He leans into your space and fixes you with a wolfish smile. Which makes me the best thing to happen to this planet since it started shitting out oxygen. Don't you forget it. Okay, let me catch up. I can't wait for you to learn his augment. Though I don't know if you actually can this run. Oh god, I'm scared. Sadly, Com did die for this. If he had lived, this bullshit wouldn't be happening. Yeah, I'm pretty sure exactly. Queen, you're better than this! I would have knocked Vasset dick. Oh, 100%. You can't save her, see it? It's always... I can understand. If I had a better relationship with her, at least, like, maybe further along, I would be like, girl, you're, like, kind of better than this. I just have to cozy up to them both, so she'll break up. So she'll break up and he'll get therapy. Yeah, he needs, like, yeah. I'm trying, listen, I'm like, so I was like, if I give him, like, a present for his birthday, if I give him stuff, maybe he'll, like, you know, respect himself and he'll learn that people can love him for just who he is. But it's, you know, not likely.
Hello, hello, Sinicia. I have a present for you. She presents you with a gift. It's wrapped up homemade wrapping paper, scribbled with hearts and flowers. Open it, she says, bouncing on her toes. You open the gift and pull out a handmade doll. Its lumpy, misshapen face gazes up at you from a patchy nest of yarn hair. It's a doll! Her name is Dolly, Tammy says proudly. I'm making them for all the kids I babysit. You told me once that your favorite toys are dolls, so I thought you might like one. Give it a hug when you're feeling scared. Girlie, I'm 17, but like, thank you. You thank Tammy for her gift, and she claps her hands in front of her heart. I'm so glad you like it, CDC. I worked really hard for it. I got this way. Oh, I'm only now getting like some, like... Because I'm like, I don't think I'm like high relation with her. Disco, I don't know. Maybe he's joined the Gardeners. I don't know. Whatever. Goodbye. Yeah, I have somewhat friendship with Nomi Nomi already 30, but I'm only high, you know, I have eyes on the prize, okay? I have 85 with Tang and 88 with Mars. You were not here. I told him that his sister might be doing genocide, so he decided to be a little child terrorist and he exploded the lab. Fun times in Ventumna, you know? I didn't choose that life for him, he chose it for himself, so it is what it is, right? Like, that's so... Oh, yeah! Hi, Onyx. Yeah, so... I guess it's spoilers, but I'm sorry. So, Tang, this girl, was... Well, she's like, "Aw, I saw she says dating you."
she decided to do genocide on the planet and created a virus that will kill everything on this planet. So I told her brother, and he said, don't worry, I'm gonna take care of it. And then we all wake up in the middle of the night from a huge explosion. Yeah, the second twin, Mr. President's second twin hit the labs. You know what I mean? It's super different experience. Really? Wait, what happened for you? I didn't know he's gonna do that. I just told him, he's like, I'm gonna take care of it. I was like, are you sure about that? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. Finally, you guys fixed it. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh no, after she opened up to me, I was like, oh, I see. I get, Shabama, that you were talking that about, like, Tang, that you're like, that she's gonna, you know, basically do, like, my girl's first genocide. But the way when you find out information about why exactly happened, I feel bad for her. Because, like, from what she said, that her parents, both of her parents, were, especially mom, I think, was, like, a drug addict or an alcoholic. And was it Instance? Right? No, not Instance. The doctor who was doing the stuff, she was, like, basically blackmailed to do the whole thing by the titty guy, the titty window guy, Loom. Sorry, I'm bad with names. I have everybody as a nickname. So Loom kind of made her into doing that. I have no idea what gardeners are. I was like, he wanted to go garden in the garden, go have fun. The aesthetic of this game really makes you believe the stakes would never be that. Oh, Onyx, you have no idea. Like, it's crazy. It's like, I understand why you would think so, but, like, no. Governor Dickhead, sure, yes. Yeah, there are planetary genocides, there are murders that we can prevent. In one of the first years, we can stop, but basically there's like 11-year-old child that dies from electrocution that we can prevent. It's, you know, it's fun game, so much fun. But yeah, because right now when I talked to her, she was like, guys, it's garbage day! Sorry, Camilla came in to collect my garbage. My trash. And, like, right now when I was talking to Tank, she was, like, very remorseful, and she was like, she manipulated me into it. And I feel bad about it. So, and, like, as she and Dis both without parental figure, Dis just found himself a parental figure in, Utopia. And was it? Yeah, Instance. Okay, it was Instance. And Tank found herself a mama figure in Instance. So it's like, I get it. I understand why it's like that. Does it suck? Yeah, but, like, it's all coming just from that perspective. Goodbye, guys. Going on the table. Joke's on you. I'm back. Oh, it's still kind of. It's fine. He was going to run away during the night. It was raining. It was super emotional scene. He told me his full name and the meaning of it. You can say different stuff. He ended up getting caught and brought back, but was going to stay in contact with me. I often offered to run away with him, and he was like, but you have everything here. Pretty sure you can stop him from bombing the place. I was like, let me go back. Let me see what I can do differently. I don't think I could do anything differently, but, like, you know, problem solved. And I was like, I guess he's happier, whatever he is right now. And yeah, he sort of starts to give another side. I actually wonder what he told, like. She literally named him after depression. Yeah. I was like being sad. Which I saved both my parents. I'm curious how the scene changed that they both dead. I think you were close enough with him, far enough. I guess so, yeah. I guess I wasn't. Because, like, I don't remember what exactly I didn't have. I couldn't stop Tank. Because there was a way that you can talk Tank out of it, and I couldn't. I was like, I think I needed 90, and I was an 88. Okay,
Okay, I need reasoning and biology. Oh, that would be perfect. I think this will actually put me... Yeah, this will put me exactly engineering 100. Let's go. I think... whatever. You help Nomi Nomi with their physics and math homework. I love Nomi Nomi. They're as hopeless as ever, but they really want to do well in this class. Their dedication is admirable, even if their execution is usually a disaster. Okie dokie. Don't fall. You fell. Whatever. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and Shabamo, so I think with reasoning, I have this, like, it's autoplay fairy perk, so if I click on it, it gives me, like, a better option from what I have right now. But it's better not to click it right away, because it just gives you random stuff, because it's always, like, better than what you have. And if you have 0, it's just gonna give you, like, you know, anything that's better than 0. I did show you, well, whatever. Nomi is great. But I was just annoyed how things were going in. Oh, I'm interested now what you guys had there. My engineering is 100 years! Sorry, I got excited. I am engineering genius. What can I... Oh, I can equip additional gear. Oh, a banger. Okay, what do we have? And I think last time I removed stuff. Oh, I can do +5. I want to do this so I can have extra persuasion. I need this. Sure. +5 on the first round of challenges. Okay. +10 combat, +2 to this challenges, +2 last card. Yeah, I think that would be the best one. I do reloading often, so I've gotten super interesting. Oh. Well, I wanna, like, I think I'm gonna... Okay, I need to rest, because next is gonna be the Night of the Dark Soul, or whatever it's called. Oh, it's Tangent's birthday. Alright. It's the first game to make me hesitate on that, though, because amazingly going back on this game is still going... Yeah, kinda. Like with that diss scene I mentioned, when I reloaded to see other dialogue options since I already knew the name, I could tell him I already... Aww. Interesting. I'm never gonna do that to you, girly. I have something for you. Do I have something for you? That's a really good question. Yellow flowers and medicine... Oh, yeah. Yellow flower. There you go. It seems that you remembered my birthday. How thoughtful of you. Tank says, accepting the flower with a dubious look. I'll set this flower aside to analyze later. I'm interested in properties of all Wintumnan flora. You're more beautiful than any flower. Please don't say that. I know you hate it, but I'm still gonna say it! Thank you for the flower. Oh, mamma mia. Did I get to, like... Oh, we got to 90 with her, finally. Jesus. Story games. I'm gonna lurk for a moment when setting up my stream and dip out to see if I can finish. Ooh. Good luck with that. Wow, also. You find Tank puzzling over a large hollow screen, making notes in her hollow eye and frowning over them. As you approach, she gestures to wipe the hollow screen clean and start again. She sighs, taking a break to rub her temples. This interaction? Okay, I'm excited. Okay, Tank, come on, think. You come up beside her and she startles. Oh, Sinisi, hello. I'm in the middle of running simulations on genetic diversity over the next few generations. You're welcome to see. It will affect all of us, most likely. Tank pulls up next genogram simulation, a family tree encompassing all the people in the colony, their familiar relationships, and genetic conditions. She scrutinizes with a frown. We have an unusually high amount of hereditary heart disease, no matter how you slice it. Luck of the draw. We've lost quite a bit more genetic diversity when the original genetics of the Ventuna project anticipated, and that's not even counting those unwilling or unable to reproduce. It's possible to steer the ship out of it, so to speak, but it will take some purposeful breeding choices, okay? Oh, so we decided to go from the genocide to the,
Eugenics. I support women's rights, and I also support women's wrongs, just in case. Yeah, I guess she's about eugenics. You know what? Yeah, Onyx. If you wonder, that's my girlfriend in this game. Part-time genocide maker, part-time eugenics fan. It's possible to steal the ship out of it, so may I verify your data? Tane gives you a curt smile and angles the holoscreen toward you. It sounds crude, but the colony will need to accept a certain level of oversight in this matter if we intend to survive genetically speaking. Artificial insemination of material from Earth donors, even in love matches, for example. She might have a point. You stare at the genogram until your eyes cross and shake your head. Tane laughs. It's terrifyingly complex, isn't it? Imagine this process happens all the time naturally. Why any sweating beast can squirt a child into the dirt? Okay. It's all just proteins and luck. And the end result is this. She waves her hand at the massive chart. It's beautiful in a way. To be fair, she's right. To be fair, we are the colony of 70 people, out of which like half already children of the ones before. Okay. You like what you like, different strokes for different folks. You know what? Exactly. Thank you for understanding. At least you are not like Shabama, who keeps, shaming me for my taste in women. Whatever. On a long, it's beautiful in a way. On a long enough timescale, we can predict the genetic drift of species. In the fate of that, what do family bonds matter? Tang laughs bitterly. It's not as sharing genes with someone guarantees you be a strong family unit. Does anyone really like their parents? It does sound a little eugenicsy, girly. Tang looks affronted. What? Sinise, surely there's a middle ground between eugenics and everyone dying of I also kind of agree. But still, you have a good taste in psychopathic women. To be fair, that's only her, I think. Between eugenics and everyone dying of preventable genetic diseases, especially in the first critical generations. Cool motive! Still eugenics. Tang rolls her eyes. Whatever. I'm still going to run the simulations. Then when your inbred great-great-great-great-children interface with my consciousness that I've uploaded in my colony AI, I can tell them I was right. As for my own family, I feel no allegiance to any of them based on blood. If I had no family at all, that would be acceptable. What? Okay, to be fair, she really hates her mother, so I don't think that's an option. But, like, what about this? I'm ashamed we even related. Literally all he did is go out on an expedition and talk to trees. Who even knows where is he right now? You mean, did you miss your mother? You mean the depressed drunk who died when I was a kid? No, not at all. If it wasn't for Chief Steward Anne, I probably would even still be alive. You want kids someday? Yang looks thoughtful at the genogram. Truthfully, I'm not entirely certain I can bear children. There must be limits to my gene-engineered body. I solely didn't experience puberty to the extent that Mars and Tammy did, for example. Besides, children would only distract me from my work. The chief engineer never had children after all. I think that's admirable. Tang gaze flicks over to where Chief Engineer Instance is talking to one of her other lab assistants. In some ways, I am the child she never had, and she is the mother I wish I did have. We became close when we started my gender affirmation process. Oh, it was so obvious then that we were kindred spirits. As I would come in for checkups and observation, we talk about the science behind the process. Of course, I showed an interest in it, and Instance fostered that in me. She supported me. Tane looks down at the ground, and like my own mother, who by that point had ceased to find joy in almost anything. What would I be without Instance? The only thing I have in life are what she gave me. Not just this body, but my passion, my hard work, my achievements. Without her, I would have nothing. I owe her everything. You are more than what she made you be.
You don't understand, Sneezy. I'm not burdened by this debt to Instance. I love that she helped me become. I'm grateful. Now, if you excuse me, she says, turning back to the genotype before her. I have a legacy to plan. Damn. Okay, let me catch up. You must defend you even from yourself. Did you find out why the mom? I don't think I found out why specifically mom was drunk. Instance will have to tell you if the bar. Yeah, I don't think I have the bar. I don't know what do I need to do to have the bar, but I don't have the bar. It's further than me now if I know more than I should. I thought you finished the game like twice. I cannot believe you just restarted the game again and again. Bama! He will build the bar? Or like, do I need to tell Rex, build the bar? Yo, do you want to build the bar? Do you want to build the bar? Aw, hugs incoming! Coach, I'm open! He laughs, catching you as you throw yourself into his arms. He spins you around and growls into your neck, squeezing you tightly. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly just a little more relaxed. Oh, good for you, dude. Saves come bested, that's how I hope. I know, but like, come on, do first run and then saves come. I want to wait. Did I miss when it was his birthday? Because I feel like that's what happened. I have only one stick. I don't want to give him the only stick I have. Fine, there you go. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick, right? Yeah, you go, my guy. Well, I know that he likes them anytime, but I don't think we can give. Like, there's a cooldown on how many gifts you give. You can give, I mean. Okay, I want to rest before we go into the Dark Night of the Soul. Oh, he uses the sticks to eventually build the bar. Oh, I see. Okay, we're gonna go relax. Nothing much happens this month. You spend most of the time spacing out to whatever's on your here speak, occasionally nodding hello to other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. Are you kidding me? Get fucked. Yes. The game hates me. He just refers to them as his spell. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I get it, it's cool, but also, I don't know. Wait, but does it mean that basically... Am I reading too much into it? But is Tang basically like then trans? Look at those toxic people stay toxic together. You know what? Stay toxic together. Okay, nobody has anything to say. Good. Okay. Let's continue our ascension into the brilliant minds of Entombment. I don't need engineering. Anything? Okay, reasoning. I do need reasoning, but this one does. Identical twin boys. Tank transition of female through the genetic. Oh! Oh, that's cool. Okay, now it makes sense. You see, I'm saying everybody like this game has everything. That basically makes sense. Why she has even stronger connection to Instance. So like, yeah, I don't blame her. I understand your point with the whole like the genocide, the whole thing, but I'm like, it makes sense, you know. Yeah, I remember you guys told me about Utopia. Let's see. Because it's so weird, they don't look alike for me, also, Tang and this, but it might be like, I don't know. Maybe it's in my head. Oh yeah, maybe they do. Yeah, they do look alike. You know what? Fine thing. Let's see. Let's do the children. Let's see what Nuga is up to these days. I do think they look way more alike as children, yeah. And styling does affect a lot. The adults are trying their best to keep the kids from getting too anxious about the attacks and glow, but you can tell that they're on edge just like everyone else. The colony might get attacked at any time, so you try to keep them indoors as much as possible and not to go on too many field trips. Oh, that's it? I wanted to see what's up with Noga. What is she doing? You cannot do this to me. Bullshit. Ah! I like Nuga, okay? She's fun. Okay, yeah. Okay, my reason is going. Shabamo. I dedicate this to you. Okay? I dedicate my first, I don't know, perk in empathy to you. You were the one who inspired me to, you know, to get more empathy. I want you to know. Good examples say Dante and Virgil, and I don't know anything about Devil May Smile. They literally have the same face model but look totally different, but there's a cutscene you can get going to the tower thing where Dante pushes this hair back. New Guy is the hood. I'd love Exocolonist to do a sequel, spiritual sequel, and have New Guy. Yes, I love do I pronounce it correctly? She's like, I don't know, she's so cute. I also I love the way, I do think that she might be autistic. Devil May Smile, yeah. Devil May Cry, Camilla. Get the joke. So did I say pronounce it correctly? Nougat? Don't need to know for listen, I understand, I know characters, I know basics about, but you right now giving me exact, examples from the game, I was like, you lost me. Because I had, a scene, I think, last time with Nougat. I want to say in French style, Nougat. Nougat. Oh, Nougat. But there was a scene with her last time where she couldn't understand animals in abstract. That's what interesting for me. That she was specifically talking how she cannot understand. They were teaching her animals, and she's she couldn't understand animals until we switch it to animals that exist on this planet, because she cannot do it completely abstraction, and that is actually such an autistic thing. It is specifically you cannot do fully abstraction. So I was like, oh, she's neurodivergent. Let's go. Let's fucking go. We need more neurodivergent kids in our games. I think Nuka's issue is that Rex, she leans into her animal genetics. Yeah. Alright. You just put in your boots to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear colony sirens begin to wail. It's the yearly attack. Ugh, they couldn't have waited until you ate dinner. Rude. Outside your window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your holopalm chimes with usual reminders for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. Of course I'm gonna join the fucking defense. I'm not a pussy. Wait, does she have a special freckles? Because she has it's stars and other stuff. That's very cute. Oh, same, never stayed inside. Did I almost die a couple of times? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. You head to the garrison to grab a plas rifle, then report to the front. Chief Red looks surprised to see you, but assigns you to a squad with Nem and tells you to get up on the walls to do your best. To the other side of the walls is more Xenos than you've ever seen in one place ever. They seethe out of the forest, large and small, herbivorous and predatory, fungal and otherwise, flying and crawling and hopping towards the colony with a single-minded determination. The air fills with a pew-pew of laser turrets and the crackle of plas rifles. The enemy's front line collapses, only to be replaced by even more Xenos, just as many as before, if not more. There's no end to it. The firebreak turns into a graveyard of dead and dying alien bodies, wave after wave crawling over the corpses until the royal at the base of the walls, like the foam on the wave when it hits the shore. You hear the walls creaking beneath you, but they hold strong. There is no sun to set and glow, but night falls on the battlefield without any break in the fighting. Your fingers begin to cramp from pulling the trigger of your plas rifle. Finally, you are relieved by the second guard shift. You walk straight into garrison and right into dreamless sleep. You are woken 6 hours later for your next shift. The kitchens have provided the soldiers with pressed soy rations and blep tea, which you grab and then make your way back to the walls to serve you the carnage of the night. As you arrive, your holopalm lights with a priority message. Security personnel, we are under siege, the security chief says, getting right to the point. On Earth, sieges were used to break a city by starvation or drought. We have plenty of food and water. Guards would rotate 6 hours, 6 off. So long we have the Xenos on the other side of the wall, we can hold them off for days, weeks even. Weeks? Everyone exchanges exhausted looks. He pauses, then nods. We can do this. We're stronger than them, and we're not going anywhere. The one time I stayed inside, Tammy and Cal hooked up. In front of you? Huh? Did it happen in front of you? Geranium was checked where they were and was like, yeah, they good, no worries. And then they came back giggling, and that's when I decided to blow up the colony. Oh no. Listen, I had similar when I was like pursuing Tank, and then Tank started telling me how she and Mars are like going out. I'm like, yeah, fuck my drag, right? Like, even the other soldiers fall into fitful rhythm. Alternator shifts on the wall with brief snippets of sleep. Gunfire becomes the soundtrack of your days, which begin to smear together like paste. Nem in particular is suffering. She volunteers for relief shifts, sometimes pulling doubles or triples on the wall. You catch her mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. A minute later, she jolts awake as someone's spoon clatters against their bowl. Tempers grow short as fatigue sets in. 6 days pass. You on shift, watching Xenos batter themselves against the walls. You feel your eyes and focus on the sheer formless horde of them. And all these days, they still haven't breached the colony. Sometimes they even seem to retreat, ebbing backwards and reforming somewhere else. It's behavior you've never seen before. A group of monsters break from the tree line. Nothing new except for one of them. One of the Xenos looks different from others. Almost, oh my god, this is back! Almost humanoid. What is that thing? La! Look at him. Guys, everybody, rate from 0 to 10. The creature looks suspiciously like a person, at least from the waist up. Down below, it's a lumbering chimera, vaguely reminiscent of Faceless, wrapped in tattered bits of flesh and bony protrusions. Something like hair flutters behind it as it turns and looks right at you with an unnerving, malevolent intelligence. You rub your eyes. Yeah, it's still there. I mean, some people are super into... I mean, why wouldn't you be? Come on. Negative fucking 20,000. Come on, look at this hottie. Look at this body yaddy yaddy. It approaches to the base of the wall, and the other monsters surge forward to the pound against the gates. Try to talk to it. You wave to it, and the creature sneers, and to your surprise approaches the wall. Little weed. They address you in a halting, rasping voice. Everything seems to go quiet nearby as he's trained to understand and stalk in horror. Child of breeding rabbits. Not Ron. Feral pig. Kudzu. Its unnervingly human gaze pierces you. Introduce species. Capiche? You understand? I wonder if you hallucinated. Is it holding a gun? You slowly nod yes. You understand the words, at least. I am noctilucent. Guys, I want to know... Ron, I want to have vague knowledge of this. Let's say it like that. A vague knowledge of... Is there Rule 34 art of this creature? I've been on internet long enough
to know there are people who like really deep into this. I was like, they also have a name. Let's fucking yeah. Oh god, thank you. I don't want to know exactly what it is. I want to know a vague idea that it does exist. Okay. Look, I'm almost anything for you, not that. Shabama, I told you about Love in Deep Space Uncut thing. It's where I belong, down and there. Pink Horsey Club, I'm gonna keep on planning at the Pink Horsey Club. I'm gonna keep on planning Saturday neighborhood. I'm gonna keep on planning. Hello, Strawberry Jams. I love your name, by the way. I looked at it for a while. I was like, yes. Hello, train. Hello, choo choo, everybody. How was your stream? I was lurk. I need to wait. Let me close. There you go. I have an issue when I'm lurking, especially for train. I keep like I watch all the streams and I start streaming. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep lurk, and then all of a sudden I open like my browser and I'm there. And I'm like, excuse me, what am I doing on my screen? There's like this one like, why? And I was like, oh yeah. It's because they raided into me. That makes sense. This moment of like, what do you mean? Oh yeah, Bumbling Busby, one of the coolest streamers. You're correct, Shabama. Hello everybody. My name is really quickly. Let me introduce myself. Also, thank you so much for following. And welcome to the Fog Town. But my name is Sia. I have like a little raid message here as well.
Hey, what is up, my guy?
My name is Sia. I am mostly like variety RPG indie streamer. Try to focus mostly on games that have like a really nice storyline, and especially if games have you know, what did I call it? Limp wrist army, LGBT characters. I work as a filmmaker, work as a streamer. I'm also a professional TTRPG GM. Love to talk about any of those topics. We do love going on rants, long conversation about different little things if you want to. And today specifically, we are playing this game that I want so many people to know and play. I know this is not the best representation. I mean, well, thank you. It's called Oh yeah, guys, I'm sorry. We have a child. Child wants to say hello. I don't need that.
Well, use it, please, because you opened it and it's gonna go bad.
Sure. Guys, you all get a very special present for the child. We have a special guest who also likes the game that we're playing. Do you like the game? She just looks at
I
you.
won't leave. I'm here, baby. She's like, I was sleeping with you, and you brought me here, abandoning me.
I got you, boo. There we go.
I'm not leaving. I'm standing right here.
Yes, and the voice you hear is Dorka, who's gonna be in the raid train tomorrow.
Hey, what is up, my guy?
How was your stream? How was Animal Crossing, correct? Do I remember it correctly? Oh, am I tripping?
Have you crossed them animals?
Yeah. Why did animals cross the street?
Did I add that sticker to the? No, I didn't. You guys, if you haven't seen on Discord, added a bunch of stickers.
Guys, we have a.
Enjoy.
I'm sorry, we have a little addict here. Okay.
ASMR.
Okay, you show how you eat. Now you show yourself. Say, hello, Bright Ray Train. My name is Morgan, and this. We are. Please don't embarrass me, okay? Don't embarrass me. Thank you. And this is Cinesia, my favorite streamer, along with Dorka, but it's for tomorrow. Mwah. Fine, go.
Alright, give me the treat. You did good. You suffered.
I was building a cute beach house. Oh, I love that. But yeah, I am also A demisexual lesbian romantic, so that's why I did the lights. I was like, it's gonna be red, pink, and yellow. We're gonna go a little bit for more lesbian pride flag vibe today. And for eyes, which I don't know, it doesn't really work. It doesn't look like it. But for eyes, I decided to go for purples because I was like, I'm gonna represent aces. It didn't work. I don't think it's as readable as purple. Yeah. I was like, the purple is not as readable on camera, unfortunately. But yeah, this game is great because it has a lot of different. It's basically a life sim, slash card game, slash a visual novel. It's a lot of things. It's very hard to describe it, but also like they have characters of like so many different identities. We just found out the slash sort of thriller horror. Yeah. Found out that my character I'm romancing is apparently no. That's the main soap opera is the main genre of that. Space soap opera, 100%. That character that I'm romancing is trans, but we also we have non-binary characters. We have apparently we also have another trans character here. We also, god damn it, I also have something in my eye. We have certified furry. Hey Brian, how you doing? Twerking your asses. We have toxic straights because no anemone. Wow. Oh yeah, we have poly characters. Well, I heard that I can have poly relationship with Mars and Tank, and that's what I'm kind of trying to achieve if I can. But yeah, we have absolutely horrible, very toxic traits because sure, okay, it does show for them that it's. I was just wanting to see if it says it for anybody else who like they dating, but no. What, like, am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting? We have closeted gay men. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. But right now we're in a big fight with something that we're trying to communicate with. Highly recommend. Also, like, it's one of those games I'm like, I cannot fucking recommend it enough. It's so good. Cal and Tammy are listed this date, and I just wanted to see because I saw that Mars was standing a lot of times with Rex. So I was like, are they like, are they, or are they not? I hope this description makes sense. What I'm trying to say. No, but I think it was like last year when I was laughing so hard because I was looking at Steam, and it said for you specific because we're friends on Steam. For you specifically, I said in one day it was added. I was a Teenage Exocolonist to wishlist. Added Exocolonist to their library. Played Exocolonist for the first time. It all in one day. Just one after another. I was like, yes, let's go. Also, yes, we do have a giveaway. It's going to be different games. It's not going to be Kingdom to Cards. I think it's going to be Tichi and something else. But what it means is that by just watching the stream, by following, by rating, which you did, you are making points in the stream, which later you can exchange into the tickets for a giveaway and get one of the two games. We have two winners, so you get one of the two games because I want to share some great games. I want everybody to play, especially indie games. I really want it to be more of a giveaway of indie games because I want more people to play indie games. Indie games are the future. What are all of you guys' favorite indie games? I know, Shaban, what's your favorite indie game? I also made Mula. I told Mula to get this game. I was like, I feel like Mula gonna love it. There's like so much you can do. I haven't looked through Next Fest yet. Brian, do you have any favorites? When I get a game, play it right away. Don't. That's not true. Don't lie to me here. Okay, let's go back to what we have in here. One of you hallucinated. Oh, so for those of you, like, to catch you up to speed, there was a siege of aliens to our base. We're colonists on an alien planet. There's a siege of aliens trying to get. No, I got it. Yeah, I saw them. I was like, at least you were self-aware. You know what? Exocons are the first citizen sleeper next to Nikon mine. Have you played second? Because I'm like, you specifically said first. Do you not like second, or you haven't played second? Okay. I am noctilucent. I am noctilucent. The monster says through a voice box that seemed better suited for guttural roars than human language. A gardener. Designation. Pest control. I'm sorry, this sounds like a line from like a B horror movie or something. Or something that you will see in you know what it reminds me? Oh my god, I was like, it reminds me of something. It specifically reminds me of God, my brain is blanking right now. Batman and Robin. The Mr. Freeze's one-liners. Do you know what killed the dinosaurs? Ice Age. Basically. That's what it reminds me of. But I also, before I forget, I wanted to really quickly see here. To do this thing. So I'm not doing specifically any fundraisers this year. I know that right now with all the recession and everything, fundraisers are very complicated and hard to do. But I would really like to give a shout out to one charity that I've been supporting for a while, that I want to encourage people, if you have $3-4 to spare. They have specifically Patreon for that, but it's called Centra T, and it is a charity foundation. For those who don't know, I am a immigrant from Russia, political asylee, specifically based on LGBT hate pursuits in Russia. For those who don't know, it's in 2023 there have been passed a law that doesn't allow people to change their gender, that doesn't allow people, it's like basically illegal to do any sort of therapy. And there's only one big charity foundation that helps people in Russia if they need to leave Russia, if like emigrate, to go to the safety, um, to connect queer people also in Russia. And that is why I'm promoting this specific charity called Center T, because specifically that's out of a lot of charities that I looked into, that's the only one that actually gives like a very um, detailed information about where the money goes. So if you want to, like, if you go on their website, they actually, for each month, they specifically describe up to like a cent where every dollar, euro, ruble, where all that money went to, which I do respect, and it really like puts a lot of faith in them. They do not just helping out trans people, they also opened kind of like closed, partially anonymous, very protected dating app for queer people in Russia. As some of you may know, it's not safe to be openly queer in Russia, so they do have like a Telegram bot. I think it's called Camilla. You're gonna really love it. It's called Queer Svaha. So it helps like LGBT people to meet each other. It started out as just meetups for trans and non-binary people, because when you're in a country like that, it can be very isolating. You, like, if you don't have any friends around that are of the same identity. So it started out as just kind of like tea parties for people to meet up, and right now it's a huge thing, huge support group. And just recently, with the money that people have been donating, they were able to open a shelter in Armenia. So they're able to take people out of Russia if they are in danger, if it's, if something happened, if there's some kind of a pursuit happening, they're able to take them out of country and shelter them and give them, give them place to stay. So even if you have like $3, $4, it's gonna make a huge, huge difference for these people.
So if I can do a shout out, that's the charity that I would like for you. Camila, can you um pin the message, the charity message? I probably wait. Let me let me write something. This month. Wait. I wanted to put there. Can you pin this message that I didn't right now? So if any of you guys have, I don't know, a spare couple of dollars, I would really appreciate if you can donate to them. And because it's just I calculated also, I'm gonna say this thing. I calculated and I looked at stuff and it's cheaper. There are less fees if you guys donate directly than if you donate to me and I donate to them. So therefore, I'm like, if you guys feel charitable, I would really appreciate if you support them. There. I said my piece. Like, you don't have to. It's I really want to have more eyes on some problems like that, because there are a lot of people who make money right now for stuff like Trevor Project and a lot of charities like that. I'm a small streamer. I don't have that many people who are eager to donate a lot of money. So if we can help people even in smallest amounts and everything, I appreciate it. There. I guess that's my piece. I have nothing else to add. Thank you. Thank you for considering. I always feel bad. I was like, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I've been supporting them for years. Also, that's another thing. And it was crazy to see how they grew in a couple of past years and they were able to help so many people. So, there. Also, one of the greatest things that they open chats, so trans people in specific, even from specific regions and specific countries, can talk to each other. That's number one. And number two, they also opened they have specific therapy support groups for trans people, for family of trans people, and for partners of trans people. It's kind of like they have separate support groups because they think it's important for trans people's circles as well to get, first of all, therapy, and also to know how to support their loved ones. So yeah, I've been screaming about them for years now. So there we go. I said my piece. Thank you very much. I also love the fact that his name is Gardener. So I guess he's friends with Dis now? Is that what's happening? Dis friends with him? You realize with growing horror that this creature's hair is actually alive somehow, waving in a wind that isn't there. The clicky-clacky bits wave and snap at you as if they have minds of their own. You can't look away. Why are you trying to kill us? Who are you talking to? You jump as Nem sneaks up behind you, and when you look back, Noctilucent is gone. That... Ooh, -1. Do I... Do I reload? Will it be different if I reload? I'm gonna give it a try. A siege is getting to anyone, Sneezy. If you're freaking out, go lie down, I'll cover for you. Finally, after 6 days of siege, you look down at the sights of your plastic rifle and see a curious thing. The monsters are retreating. As you gather with other soldiers in the colony square, your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Lum. The alien attackers have been defeated. The siege has ended. Another year, another win. You're welcome, Ventumner. You're welcome, humanity. Guys, there's an ad coming in 2.5 minutes, so keep an eye out. If you want to go pee, that would be a good time. You're welcome. You hear and see Chief Rat nearby looking livid. What did he do? Race out there like an idiot with his honor guard? Defend strategically unsound positions? Put himself in danger so he had to save his overstuffed ass? The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees. And when I actually need him, taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slog through the endless shifts. Can you hear the people singing the song of angry men? Revolution, let's go. The soldiers are exhausted from the siege, so the crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helios remain, covertly filming Red while he continues to rail against Lum. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses for their component molecules. Blue screened? What the fuck? What did you do, Shabama? What the fuck? That's crazy. Last night you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you siege in the colony, that you creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crackle of blast rifle fire acting overhead. With your taloned claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls into your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull out the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. Just a dream. You're shaken and coated in a film of terror sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawnbreak. We're gonna load because I want to see what else I can do. Huzzah. Engineer Path 22, look at us. Oh, we got spa! But before that, we're gonna reload. My god, is Jesus Christ, we did 30 minutes there. Okay, what did we do? We went here. I think I did shoot the children. Blah blah blah. I finally got the spa. Now I know why you wanted me to get the spa this whole time. Okay. Damn, 54. Look at us. You can eat cards you don't want for... Yeah, I was like, damn. Okay, we did this. Colony defense. Gain status heroics. There's no end to it. There's no sunset. You leave second guard shift. 6 hours. Under siege weeks, everyone exchanging. I just want to see if there's anything different, especially with the guy. For those who don't know, so basically in this game, you actually encouraged to reload because your character actually remembers stuff. Your character remembers when you are, you know, reloading between the saves. Especially since I'm here to give you grief. Wow. Just hate me. Temper 6-day pass. A group of monster breaks. What is that thing? Rob, you are still there. Go to hell, Noctilucent. You remember its name. Damn. Their name. A gardener, part of an ancient alien defense system. One that doesn't know when to stop. Look at this. Oh! They look at you in surprise and seem as if they're going to approach the wall and say something. Then Nam puts a bullet through his chest. Noctilucent reels and falls back into a crowd of monsters. What the hell was that? Nam demands, then covers her eyes with her hand. Never mind, I don't even want to know. That siege better end soon. I'm starting to see shit, Sinisia. I swear, the thing had a face. Hell yeah. Shabamo, you're missing so much. Dorker, can you... I think, Dorker, you're the only, like... No, I think Faker also and Mula have, like, subscriptions. But can you write that you, like, Shabamo specifically, you are missing so much that happened here? Gather the other soldiers' colony, haul upon with Governor Lum, Horizon the first days, terrible dreams, just a dream. There we go. I was like, that was a small change, but a proud change. I love it. And we get the spa. Okay. Okay, let's see. Does anybody want to talk? Anybody up to some discussion? No? No? Okay. So I have only 20 out of 100 stress. I should probably go explore. Rex? Got you a stick. My boy getting a stick. I got you a present. There's a stick for you. Nothing a dog likes more than a stick. Okay. I don't care what you like. Build me a thing. Where was it? Bar. Build me a bar. Oh, so basically, as soon as that creature showed up, I could immediately say, "Get the fuck out of here, Noctilucent," and shoot him. And he, like, basically fell apart because of that. So, a major huzzah time. You know what I mean? Okay, I explored everything. Apply to be a hunter? FK vacuum with you on the earbuds, and I have to say that you going. That's all I have to say on that, and also like 5 times in a row. Listen, I'm like, I never know how to talk about that stuff. I always want to promote it. I always want it to be like a thing, but I'm also like, I don't know at which point I should stop. So I have like 2 things on both shoulders. It's called AD and HD, and one of them tells me that it's like, no, that's it, stop, that's enough information. Another one that they didn't know everything. You should tell them everything you know. No, you haven't. They said if they want to support it, they will support it. No, but you forgot to tell about their parties. Yeah, but they don't need to know the parties. If they wanted to know about the parties, they would have found out. They would have gone to the website. But what about their chats and their therapy groups? But no, they don't. It's fine. They don't need to know. Let's go on. Let's start playing the game. And it's like that with everything. Unfortunately, that's the loop I'm stuck in. Some people have a devil. Some people have an angel. I have AD and HD, and they forever there, never leaving. Always on my shoulders. Always whispering in my ears. Always whispering shit in my ears. Also, how are you, Busby? And also, thank you so much for making this whole ray train. I don't remember if I told you that. The shoulders. So you see, I'm not the only one suffering from that. I don't remember if I told you that, but I was looking, because, like, it's June, so there's so many ray trains. And I was like, I cannot do a lot. I can do only, like, maybe 3. And I was looking at stuff, and I was, like, specific. I was like, no, I'm doing Busby's one. For sure. Because it's Busby. It's Busby's train. I cannot say no. I was like, I would feel like an ass saying no. But I also feel like an ass because I couldn't really participate in a couple of past days because the last 4 days were like absolutely insane. We had friends coming over from like another state. We had we went to friends' pool party. It was like, I just gotta say, my autistic ass was going through it. I'm just gonna say that. My autistic brain was not ready for so much communication with people at the same time. So yeah, today I was like, I don't want to see anyone. I want to sit in my room, do whatever I want, barely talk to anyone. I'm in my autistic capsule. But but by the evening I'm like, I'm ready to stream. Let's fucking go. I don't need... Okay, engineering is already at 100, so I need organizing and reasoning. Let's see. So Busby, I feel like you would like this game. I'm trying to convert as many people as possible into this game. That's like my new religion. A notice board, do your part. Okay, so we have nothing here. I have so much money and I didn't spend money on anything. Oh, wow. Will this be a crazy thing to get? Oh yeah, we do have spa, I forgot. Yeah, where's the spa? Neurodivergence. Every thought comes with parenthetical bonus context. Autumn specifically, because info dump it doesn't. Exactly. So you understand, I see. Lo spa. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need... Yes, forget. Yes. Thank you. I still have those, like, from
Yeah, here I still have cards. There's 0 value. Let's see. Another 0. And I was like, the whole time, every time I would go to sleep, they would never, ever in there for me to get rid of them. Let's see. What else can we get rid of? I'm just gonna spend all my money here. It's fine. It's casual. Should I get rid of this? It is 0, but it is also wild. Let's see. Whose value is wild, but yeah, I want to get rid of this one. Probably keep this. This extra card when drawn. +1 to each unplayed card might be useful. Value is wild, so it doesn't count. Okay, probably this one I need to get rid. Because it's never the highest value. It's only 2. Although, sometimes with extras, we can get there. Fine, I'm not gonna... Fine, we'll stay in here. I'm not gonna overindulge myself into this. I'm not gonna fully go and do that, no. Which one does it give? Like, persuasion, organizing? I don't need organizing, let's go assist. Being Lawman's assistant isn't glamorous life of political intrigue you were hoping for. He's more of a soldier than politician. Even then, you hear he's not much of a soldier either. If he notices that people mock him, he doesn't seem to care. It almost makes him more boastful, like he thinks the sole duty of governor is to soak up as much attention and power and wield it whatever and however. What was it in Drag Race? Jesus is a biscuit, you gotta soak him up. Why do I remember that? Whenever he's questioned on something, he unleashes such a torrent of bravado and barely veiled threats, that it's impossible to make your own point. And then he just pushes through what he wanted to do anyway. It's infuriating. Given that the colony's governance was based around the idea of communication and empathy, no one seemed to know how to contain him. As for the Helios, they seem to have their own ways to get around him. They're grateful he's gotten into politics, because that means your older and more experienced security chief Red makes all but the largest military decisions. In fact, you think that some of them enjoy that he's such a moron, because they hope the colony fails. They think he's entertaining. But if colony fails, it means you're gonna die. You own the colony! You cannot even immigrate anywhere. You stuck with us. You stuck with him. What are you doing? Mars is responsible for producing his social media content, which is he considers an important part of his brand. They mostly consist of powerful sounding but ultimately empty speeches about how great the colony is doing and how proud everyone should be of their really, really, truly great work. Just fantastic, really. Usually while carrying a log of mushwood, so he looks like super strong. Like a dong for brains. Well, that's why he has the titty window. You and Mars are huddled in command, trying to avoid his attention, while Mars crawls through Lom's selfie roll, trying to pick the best one for social media. As a political strategy, it's not unheard of. Plenty of Earth dictators used it. I just can't tell if this is his official strategy, or if he just really is this vain. You hear footsteps approach and Mars groans. Lom claps his hand over her shoulder and smiles broadly. There you are. I was thinking in the next video, I think the colony is ready to see some of the footage from that counterattack I led against enemy aliens. Oh, stars. You remember this. Lom plays the footage of the time he charged into battle and nearly got everyone killed with explosives. You cringe as you remember it wasn't your finest moment either. Can't believe this is the footage he wants to hold up as a proof of his bravery and vision. This is great footage, Mars simpers. Just really great. It's actually perfect for Sinisia to practice working on her video editing skills. You shoot Mars a stinky look and she just smiles. Lom agrees. With such great material, he practically did your job for you, bitches and hoes. How are you going to spin this in a propaganda piece? I mean, I can just make him look bad. It's an easy challenge. I like that it's like, do your best to make him look good, hard challenge. Make him look bad, easy challenge. Makes sense. Guys, do we try to do the hard one? I mean, why would I make him look good? Fuck you. Like, no. I'm not making you look good, ass. This is double. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think this is good. Now... which one is double? This one doubles. Now we have 3. We can add another 3. There we go. 9. Add another 9 here, I guess. We can do 4, 4, and 4. How about that? If I do this, there we go. We are on plan. I just don't know how to move it. I wanna listen. Do you hear the people sing? I wanna do that. I just don't know how. I don't know what's like the best way to do it. Just +1 organizing. How sad. We got +5 rebellion, -1 colony defense, -10 kudos. Wow. You crack your knuckles and settle in to make Lum worse than a joke. You make him a meme. Mars cackles when she watches the video that hints send. It's perfect. I don't care if he looks bad. Garbage in, garbage out, you know? She sighs wistfully as people start to react to the video. I would give you much better source material. Oh, now we get an extra. Okay, I see. You roll out of bed at noon because you're allowed to. Because it's your birthday! But also because you're exhausted. You barely slept at all last night. You've been having this nightmare since the siege, more and more every night, like they're trying to tell you something urgent. You can't make any sense of it. All the imagery is jumbled together, all its possibilities and timelines and things that might happen. Some nights, you wake up in cold sweat, a scream already in your throat. You sit on the edge of your bed, run a hand through your hair, and check your hollow palm. A few people wished you happy birthday, but that's all. You guess you're getting older, birthdays aren't as important as they used to be. Right. And Mars wants to meet you for lunch in the lounge today. You have to practice your smile. I know you need 100. I had 100 rebellion. I think I lowered it. Okay. I almost full on just sat on a thumb. What is thumbtack? I think it's cool how much you look like him. Do I? No, I haven't really thought. Go meet Mars for lunch. For a second, I was like, you're talking about me? How do you know? You haven't met my mom. As you enter the lounge, surprise! Sorry. You do your very best to play along and act surprised. Woo! Streamers, balloons, great! All of your friends are standing around wearing goofy hats and clapping. Nomi is holding a bunch of balloons larger than they are, and Rex is wearing a cute little waiter's outfit with a boat. Of course, Rex. Fucking course. You accept their hugs and birthday wishes, trying to hide your exhaustion and demurring with a few pointed, all this for me. You shouldn't have. No, really. You're surprised. See, I met your mom. Did you guys have a good time at least? Cal brings over a holoscreen with a video call from Tammy. She looks exhausted by proud, and her arms a tiny little wrapped bundle of baby. I love that. Look, Sidicia. Have you tried naming your children normal names? Ahinasia just missed your birthday by a day. You coo over the baby girl and wish Tammy a speedy recovery. She looks even more tired than you are, but everyone is healthy and happy. Especially Cal. Okay, Cal. He takes the holoscreen for a few minutes after you're done so he can obsess over Tammy's new baby.
It's not your guys, isn't it? Okay. Even though he's probably not, well, not supposed, oh, I see, not supposed to be related to Echinacea, he's every bit the proud daddy. You didn't need to use word daddy here, but okay. When he returns to the party, he's so happy he sounds like a total dork. He tells everyone about the new baby, beaming so proudly for Tammy they can probably take readings from Earth. Despite your exhaustion, you start to smile too. Your friends are so amazing. They're all here because they care about. Where's Tang? I'm kind of worried now. Then you get some unexpected guests. The lounge begins to fill with Helier kids, mostly ones you don't know. The ones who usually keep to themselves and, well, don't much like your original Stratosphere kids. Vase and Nem are with them. His arm draped over her shoulders, Nem gives you a little wave of acknowledgement for your birthday, which earns a weird look from Vase. Hey, who invited you guys? Cal says, stepping forward with his hands clutched. It's a private party. It's a public lounge. We can sit whatever we want. Cal stomps right in the midst of Helios. You guys think just because you fell out of the sky, you're the wormhole gift to Ventumna? We don't need you. We never needed you. All you do is make things worse, like this party. You rarely seen Cal so ready for a fight. He doesn't seem to care that the body language of the Helio kids has changed from cocky to dangerous. You're a bunch of fascists. You and Lum. The lounge around. Oh, it's like if I'm friends with. Oh. Well. I'm not. I don't like either of them, so. Bro, it's my birthday. I know, right? It's like, oh, Cal. Come on. The lounge erupts, chairs screeching across the floor as the Helios jumps to their feet, yelling at Cal, calling the colony illegal and Cal a fugitive. They jostle him around, but Cal plants his feet and stands his ground. You hear a bottle breaking and see someone advancing on Cal. He's not making fight. Despite Cal's bravado and brawny physique, he's no fighter. Some of the Helio kids socks him in the stomach and he goes down like a felled gnarl tree. Rex throws himself between Cal and assailants, catching a few kicks on Cal's behalf before the Helios gets tired and leave, with a few parting shots at Cal's alleged romantic interactions with the float cows. Vase doesn't get involved, but he doesn't stop them either. He's just lost to leave the lounge, staring hard at Rex before... Guys, now we know that any big conflict in this world can be stopped by a furry in a tiny vest that covers just their nipples. That's the wisdom to take with yourself, okay? For future. That is something... That's the wisdom to stick to. Rex helps Cal to his feet. First time, huh? Don't worry, they probably got it out of the system. Got in here for sticking up for yourself. Twink Stop Wars, yes. Somebody used to make a sticker like that. Yes, we need a sticker that says Twinks Stop Wars. Because I truly believe that would stop any war possible. Just that. Nem lingers a distance, clearly angry at Cal, but feeling bad about the fight. Well, Mars exclaims, clapping her hands. That was enough excitement, I think. Let's move on to the important part. Cake and presents. Under Mars' skillful party host in hand, the mood shifts back to festive. You enjoy your presents and your cake, but tension's boiling over like it's bad omen for the rest of the year. Nah, it's fine. Probably. We have anything? Okay, first birthdays are in pollen season. Okay, let me see. I'm just looking because there's a stick that shows up in this corner. Listen, you might think I'm joking, but I actually do mean it. I actually do think that we spend like a bunch of like furry twinks. If we just send them to like any war, anything would stop. Oh, you guys not together again. Damn, look at you. Why were you not on my birthday, bitch? That's
wrong place. Okay, I guess nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to talk to me. What do I do? So this will organizing and perception. Persuasion. It's 3 and 3. Okay, let's see if I can just being fun.
On a stage with my guns, it's where I belong down at the Pink Horsey Club. I'm gonna keep on planning at the Pink Horsey Club. I'm gonna keep on planning inside your neighborhood. I'm gonna keep on planning.
Hello! Welcome! Dead by Daylight. I have so much respect for people who are not like all of you people who play Dead by. How are you not scared of that shit? That shit is scary as fuck. But also, hello, welcome in. My name is Sia. I work by day filmmaker and a professional TTRPG GM. By night, a little streamer. We will baby streamer who streams mainly RPGs and a little indies. So if you like games that are more I guess story based, narrative based, welcome. A lot of yours. Thank you. I don't have like much style, especially today. It was kind of like, what's not in the laundry? I bet we all had days like that when we just look into it and we're like, okay, what do we have that's not in the laundry right now? And exactly that's where I went with it. But thank you. RPGs that need to write up. Hell yeah. Harbinger, if I pronounce it correctly. Do you know about this game? Okay. Oh, I was like, do you know about this game? Because it's like, fine. I'll talk about Charity really quickly because I did last time, and I am so bad at describing about Charity. If you guys want to support anyone, and if you have like especially maybe a couple of dollars that you would like to support some charity this this Pride month. You see, I'm so bad talking about important stuff all of a sudden. But we are supporting charity called Center T. It is I am myself an immigrant from Russia based on LGBT discrimination, political asylum because of that. And one of the things I'm really trying to give back to the community is to support people who cannot leave the country, who are still there. And specifically, we are supporting the charity called Center T. Thank you so much for following. Which is a charity that helps trans people in Russia and post-Soviet countries to first of all get to transition, even though it's illegal. They have like a ways to do that, to leave the country if it's needed, to be in shelter, and also one of the easiest things is just to connect to each other, because it's very lonely when you're in a country when your existence is kind of illegal. So if you can support them, I've been supporting them for years. They write about every single dollar that they spend, so it's not like exactly where the money goes. So if you want to support them, I would highly recommend. They have Patreon for American supporters, like outside of the world supporters. So there you go. So let me catch you. First of all, thank you so much for following. I already added it to my wish list. Listen, it's such a good game. It's one of those games that, personally for me, I didn't see in any best games list or best LGBT games list or any kind of list. This is the game that so many people recommended to me. And now I'm continuing recommending to others. And I will talk randomly to a person and be like, oh, I play an Exocolonist. And like, it's such a good game. Like, it's such a word of mouth game that I cannot recommend it enough. It's also very unique. You play as a colonist who traveled to the another planet. Like you and your family got to this planet. You're building a new colony. You start out at age 10, and I think the game ends at age 20. So you go through your whole life. You meet different characters. Like here, you can have romance, friendships, betrayals, deaths, all kind of shit. There's a lot of stuff happens, and also when you play it and you reload, your character kind of remembers every single save. So when you reload, or if you're gonna play second time or third time, your character actually remembers stuff.
Whole life doesn't mean. Listen, like, I mean, like, you're not just going through 1 or 2 years. You're going like, well, what am I then, Shabama? You're just a little past 20. I'm like past 30, okay? I'm geriatric streamer. What are we talking about? But Harbinger, first of all, if you need to go, if you need to leave, if you need to go take care of you, do it. Go get yourself snacks, water, I don't know, do skincare if you do one. Get your beauty rest because everybody needs their beauty rest. I will take care of your rascals right here. But I was like, oh, I was going to ask.
Cheers.
There we go. I was going to ask who your main is in Dead by Daylight. I play rarely, but like if once I get into the game, I go so deep into it. So that's the question I want to have. I do need sort of. That's why I have that message. I was like, Raiders, go take care of yourself. I was like, I know I suck at that because I do a lot of times spend a lot of time like staying on stream and talking to people. And then I'm like, I need to go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Go to sleep. So I was like, no. I'm not gonna shovel dirt. I'm like above that. It's tempting. It's tempting to stay on stream for a long time. And I'm like, no, girly. Take care of yourself. So I'm like, I started like, my brand is very aggressive care, I guess. Because I will be like, you're gonna go fucking go and drink your water and stay hydrated. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna kill you. Telling people when it's not in person is too much fun. Aw. I mean, in person it's also fun until at some point. Listen, I've been cursed because I am an extroverted autist. Extroverted autism person, I guess that would be like. And it's just I get really weird talking to people, but then I really enjoy talking to people, but then like both killer. Okay, for killer art. Okay, I don't think I think I played before artist showed up. Pig, fantastic. Legion terrifies. Nurse fucking terrifies me. Fuck Nurse. Vesker is fun. I'm not as scared of Vesker as a lot of others, but I love his mechanic with the what is it, like the fountains. I'm bad with actual names for stuff, but you know what I mean. The like, you get like virus and you need to clean yourself. I like that mechanic is fun. A lot of screaming builds like, oh, is it the one that basically you make from time to time when something happens, you make them scream and they show up where they are on the map? Fuck you. As a survivor, I hate that. Fuck you. I can't. That's no. Fine enough. I love from day one. First 4K. Aw. I'm trying to remember who I was. Well, I love the Hellraiser, Salo, whatever. I love playing as him. As Survivor, I love. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Twice when I got deep into the game was first when they released Silent Hill 2 expansion, and that's when I got really deep into it. And then when they got Alan Wake expansion, that's when I got into deep again, like super deep. I play Scream builds as survivors, and Nick Cage was added. They gave 2 perks. They make it. Go on. Okay, what's the perk that, like, if it makes you scream? Like, what's the perk in that? I feel like I'm talking to like cyber. What is it? Cyber athlete, esports, DBD esports athlete telling me the builds and stuff. That's why I cannot play DBD, because I'm like, I'm coming into the game where everybody knows like the builds, the meta, and I'm like, I'm just Alan Wake running around, just having fun.
It's like a couple of times I got into the game, especially as a killer, you get into the game, you get into like game with survivors like you that know everything, and then it's just bullying. You just bully me as a killer. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. Let me see. Which one? What hires my biology? It's only 2 biology. Because why can't I read assistant medbay anymore? To remember. Nah. Let's do biology. Fine. During class, you study genetic enhancements. Nearly everyone in class has one, chosen for them by their parents before they were born. And it's all thanks to gene tech. Isn't it amazing? The people of Earth almost never had access to this stuff, and we have all equipment right here in our little colony. Dramaturgy randomizes 4 different possible effects. Run fast for a bit, scream, give a random item, but you make you drop current or expose you to a killer. Oh. So, and it's like on the random times? I'm so invested. I'm so sorry for making you stay a little longer, but I'm like so invested into this. Like, I want to know so much more. Scene partner, which just makes you scream when you look in the killer's direction. Oh. Shows you the... Oh, interesting. You triggered her... Oh, I see. That's like... That's cool. That's fun. That's fun, but also like you need to be skilled to pull this off. I wouldn't be able to pull this off. I don't know many perks, but I know my own finding a little bit. No, that sounds like a fun build. That sounds like you're not playing just to like, I'm playing just to win and always like escape, but you're playing for good time, let's say it like that. Because it can be as like fun time, but like I play a lot of perks that make people ask me, why would you? No, I understand why would you play it. As once again I said, you're not there for a long time, you're there for a good time. That's like, I think that can summarize your DBD playstyle from what I heard so far. Looking around the class, you see an incredible array of genetic modifications, animal features, enhanced sensory organs, and like. And there's much more you can't see. Come on, don't be shy. What sorts of things has an old instance been able to do in the lab? Feel free to share if you have one that people can't see. Most kids share the genetic enhancements if they have them. Temperature doesn't bother me, Cal answers when it's his turn. I've never too hot or too cold. Wow. There are people who would disagree with that. I play to be silly. Winning is just like a bonus. I don't know how often I give myself to the killer at the end of the game or... Well, that's kind of like, that's how I play it, and a lot of people were upset about it. But I was like, come on, it's fun. As a killer, every time it was me and one survivor, I would find the hatchet and I would bring the survivor there. That was like a thing I always did. And I was like, you know what? You deserve it. You're the final girl. I'm taking you to the hatchet. You deserve to escape. I was like, why would I kill everyone? That's not fun. You get out of there. Someone jokes that Cal doesn't sweat. That explains why he smells like flowers and sunshine all the time. Tang keeps quiet and skips her turn to share. Oh, it's okay to have secrets, Tang. You're sitting close enough to Tang that it's easy to lean over and tell her that she doesn't have to be ashamed. She rolls her eyes. I don't care who knows. I just don't want to make anyone jealous. I sleep half as much as a regular person. It's unbelievable how much of their lives people spend being unconscious. Sad, really. And what do you do on those extra hours? Tang shrugs. Study mostly. And snack. I eat approximately 50% more than anybody who sleeps all night. You're not sure if she noticed you were flirting or not. Checks out. Well, I haven't done biology in such a long time, so it would make sense why you had it much earlier. Jam cards, okay. I have the double. No. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no flirt. Oh. How dare you flirt with her? Huzzah. My God. I have some kind of bullshit stuck in my eye, and I cannot get it out. It's so annoying. It's like I tend to stay longer when I enter a chat, but I need to go get ready for bed. Oh my God, if it's your bedtime, go to sleep. Thank you so much for bringing in people here. Take care of yourself. Stay silly.
Sleep time.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put it here. I don't want you to look. Yeah, the clips don't work today. I don't want you to look at me trying to look into my eye. I know that some people find that gross. I'm here just in case. I just want to see if I can find whatever it is in my eye. If for some reason there's something in my eye. No. God damn it. I can never. There's like nothing. Although. No, nothing. Who knows? Like I did get Maury's hair out of it a lot, like some time ago. I don't know if it's just that the eye is still like irritated because of that, or it's something else. Okay, I don't know if that's what was irritating my eye, but I got like half of the it's like a piece of my eyelash fell there. And you know what? That's something that would make it, you know. If something will irritate your eye, a piece of eyelash is exactly what it would be. It still feels like there's something, but you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I need to wait till pollen season. No birthday still pollen. Are you like okay, girly? Perform a random act of kindness. Aww. Tammy is rocking from food for food in echinacea, asleep on a sling on her chest. She raises her finger to her lips as you approach. Shh, she's finally asleep. She looks down at echinacea with I don't know how to pronounce that shit. She's a loud little thing when she wants to be. Perform a random act of kindness. I want to do something nice for Mars, Tammy says, fiddling with the hem of her dress. But I know what, she's just Nana Prince whatever she needs. I know. Why don't we ask Aunt Seaton to help us put on a spa day for her? She would love a spa day. Aunt Anne has a Hey Camilla, if you're watching this, can you bring me eye drops, please? I'm begging you. I'm not having a good time with my eye. Not at all. Aunt Anne has a whole cabinet of nice-smelling lotions, potions, soaps, and scented candles. She lets you choose a few of each and reserves one of the private lounge ante-rooms for you. Sure, Mars can buy her own lotions, but what she can't buy is the love and servitude of her friends. You help Tammy primp and pamper Mars. She's surprised and a little humbled by their attention and gives you both a genuine hug and thanks. Tammy has good instinct. She always knows what people secretly need, and Mars needed to have something nice given to her instead of having to demand. Oh my god. I think you're saying it perfect. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get eye drops. Oh my god.
I'm back. It's me.
Ugh.
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month.
Hey, gay. Happy Pride Month. Oh my god, yeah, nobody triggered it. That's so sad. Okay, I'm coming back. Also, hi, Morgan. How you doing? Oh my god. I shouldn't have touched my eye. I did a bad thing. Everybody, do as I say, not as I do, okay? There was something in my eye. I tried to get it out, and I touched the eye too many times, so now it's irritating. I can't win in this life, okay? I can't win. Do I need to get over it? Ooh, okay. It's clicking through a microscope. Oh, hello, Cece. It's good to see you around in the lab. I find that I miss you when you're not here. Isn't it strange? It's not as though you're ever particularly far away. Oh, it's so cute. Let's go, Tang. Have any time to spare? Tang hums and checks the time on her holopalm. I suppose, if you provide me a sufficient motivation. We just go for a walk. You and Tang go for a walk around the perimeter wall, holding hands and silently observing the wilderness. I never thought about what Instance was really asking me to do. Tang says when you take a break to sit. Her legs dangle over the edge of the wall. I only thought about how good it felt to have an adult tell me that I was smart and that was important. She manipulated me. Tang sighs, and I almost committed genocide for it. Humanity really is flawed. I hope I can make up for it. Thank you for believing the best. I think that's what she said to me already last time. My favorite genocidal girlfriend. How's your Pride Month? Anything fun, crazy? I don't know. You doing? Because I'm like, I am at this age where I'm like, I am too old for Pride stuff. Do I celebrate it from home? Yes. Do I go to Pride events? No. Maybe I should, but I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. Can't do this anymore. My body can't take pride festivals anymore. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do today. Should I continue doing biology? Let's get 3 reasoning. Let's get reasoning. You're tutoring one of the younger kids with their biology homework when you get a holo message from Tangent. Your student asks, what are you reading that's making you smile so weird? Aw, you see your face is red. Are you sick? You tell them to focus on their studies. Oh, hello, Penguin. How you doing? Okay, we have 9, and then we also have 2 6s. I can put here. Damn. Look at this. Look at the success. +5 reasoning. Damn. Okay, 84 we get in there. +1 empathy. Kudos. Stress. Okay. Is it still quiet? Early pollen. Okay, who has birthday in pollen? Early pollen, Rex, logs. Rex? I got you, logs. I don't have a log for you, Rex! No! Rex! No! This can't be happening. I can't be out of logs. This is horrible. Guys, we're in the crisis. We don't have sticks for the dog guy. It's a national crisis. Okay, I need to buy a cake. Also, Penguin, I love that. I love the little penguin emote that you have. I also love penguins. Penguins are the best. Let's see. What else you like? Cake. Okay. Mars, I'll be with you in a second. It's your own. Aww. It's perfect. It's like it matches your name. It's. You know what? Fantastic, Brandon. That's what I'm gonna say. We get the cake. Hell yeah. Oh my god, my eye! Why did I fuck up my eye? Got you present, got you cake, my guy. Rex beams as you unveil his birthday cake.
You remember! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
+4, damn. So we now at 25. What's up, Mars? You find Mars going through old holo photos from when you all kids abroad the stratospheric. She gives you a sad smile and pats the couch next to her. Come look through the photos with me. I forgot about some of those. Oh. Mars brings us a picture of Nam and Cal when they were probably 4 or 5 years old. They both stripped down to just their pants and have painted monster faces on their chests, and are standing on top of the table in a crash, waving swords above their heads. You remember the table being a fort, a pirate ship, a haunted house, and a jungle cave, depending on the day. Look at them. They used to be the best of friends, right? Wherever you saw one, the other one was always tagging along behind them. She sighs. It's so weird that they, never talk to each other anymore. I mean, I get it. Anybody got all weird about being a soldier after her brother died, and Cal really doubled down on the whole hippie aesthetic. Yeah, it's sad that they grew apart. Mars hums non-committedly and goes to the next image. Tammy, gentle face, smiles back at you. She's at the ship's galley, learning how to make soy sweets from Aunt Antidecent. She's wearing an apron, and almost all of her is covered in different colored powders used for flavoring and coloring the sweets. Even the tips of her pointed ears are dusted with it. Oh, look at this one. I can't believe Tammy has a baby of her own now. She'll always be this shy little girl to me, you know? At least she has Cal to help out. Her mouth twists in a secretive smile. I cannot see and looks a lot like Cal did when he was a baby, don't you think? Kind of a pretty big coincidence if you ask me. She's nice, I guess. I don't know what we'd do without her. Mars tapped through some other photos, pursing her lips. I swear, there's at least one picture of this in here, she mutters. It takes almost a minute, but she finally finds one. Tang and Dis joined 5th birthday party, complete with matching soy cakes. Their mother, Besk, is just out of frame, a drink in her hands. This was before Dis got all weird about his birthday. I still have no idea what happened there. I mean, who doesn't like birthdays? Shabama, you here? I need to know. It's weird to see them so happy together. I can't remember the last time I saw either of them really smile like that. Mars sighs deeply and rubs her eyes. And now he's just gone. I hope whatever he is, he's happy. Mars stares down at the little holo palm in her hand. I didn't mean to bully him so much, she admits. I thought I was helping him learn how to fit in, toughening him up a little, so he didn't cry so much, you know. Her mouth twitches with a sad smile. But I guess I ended up just pushing him further away. When I was little, I didn't understand that words could hurt people because they don't hurt me. He was also a really weird kid, you know. It could have been nicer to him, but both of them are right. But yeah, you could have been nice to him. Mars sits back and sighs. That's true. Oh, that's such a cute picture! Oh my god! Oh. I wasn't ready for this one. It's weird looking back on when we used to be kids. We were so innocent. We had no idea about the wormhole, Entombment, no dying, no famine, no killer pollen, no animal attacks. I mean, we didn't even have bad weather on the ship. All we cared about was playing and popularity. Mars gestures to herself. Now look at me. I'm working on the bridge. And you know, it's all politics. It's like professional popularity contest. Lum is an idiot, but he's got one thing going for him. The man has absolutely impeccable social media game. If nothing else, he knows how to get people to vote for him. Really, that's kind of all you need. Mars leans over and rests her head on your shoulder. Her hair smells like jasmine. Thank you for going through those pictures with me. I try to keep my eyes on the future, but sometimes it's nice to remember where you came from. Oh, that was so cute. Oh. So I got 91 with her. Damn. Like, get in there. It is pretty. I love those splash screens. They're so nice. Engineering. There's also out tangent. Okay, let's get biology. Yeah. Professor Hal looks almost apologetic. it's important to check on how you're all doing with the material. So we have a pop quiz on what you've been covering this month. Earth ecosystem and the climate crash of the late 21st century. This should be easy as long as you've been paying attention. You and other students exchange looks of horror. Like pop quiz? Two people look unfazed, Cal and Tank. Both are sitting near enough you so you could probably ask them for help before the quiz begins. I'm fine by myself. It's hard, but it's... Listen, I'm smart. Maybe not 98 smart, but you know what? I don't have double, right? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's go get 5. It's 20. I need to get in 30s, I feel like, for this one. 2 5s. No, I think I want to get rid of the under 2 become 2. Fuck. Let's do it. Okay. So I can get with gems. I already have the best. I can just 5 stress. I can do this. You know what? Let's do it. Yeah? Yeah. Woo! Told you. Unagi, very smart. You did well. You just... Oh. Got a shit card. Whatever. You did well. You just tried to imagine the most destructive things humankind could do to the planet. And that was actually the answer, no matter how far-fetched. Deserts growing, terrible storms, sea level rising, species becoming extinct. Whoa, scary. Guys, there's an ad coming in 5 minutes. Cal and Tang look happy with their scores too. As you file out of class, you catch up with Tang and share your thoughts about what you've been learning in class. Earth humans had space travel, gene tech, though they'd been able to fix the planet. Isn't the science the solution to everything? Tang scoffs. Not even science can help people who don't believe in it. Even if solution is obvious to anyone with half a brain, if people in charge don't do what needs to be done, what's the point? She stomps away, clearly frustrated by the subject. 85. Get in there. How far am I with Tang? 94, okay. Mid-Poland. Whose birthday is Mid-Poland? Mid-Poland? Nobody's birthday. Perfect. I don't need to spend resources on anyone. It's okay. It's not. I'm not an asshole. I mean, maybe sometimes. Yes. There we go. This is probably my favorite melody of the whole soundtrack that they have. My boy, please build a bar. We're all adults. We want to drink. Build me a bar. Ah. Yeah, I cannot give him anything. That's sad. Can we give him a stick? Fine. 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 Weirdo. Who's like... Jesus Christ. I just, like, Dork, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's like, it's so funny for me. Like, I get those notifications for, you know, someone's at your door, and it's just like our neighbors in and out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. Jesus Christ. I get that it's a Pride Month, but come on. Stop. Stop. You wrestle with a voice dictation software. You would think that it would be a problem humanity solved by now, considering congruence can understand and take action on casual conversation.
but understanding and transcribing are apparently different and arts entirely. You waste days going through reports and ensuring that punctuation marks in the right places and indented lists are formatted correctly. In the distant future, some archaeologists may want to know exactly what was said in the council meeting on the third day of dusk, 6 years after planetfall, and you hate for them to catch a typo. How embarrassing. You can what? Okay. Well, not to that extent, I feel like. But it might be my bias. Huzzah. Not to that. It was literally like 5, like, I think it was like 2 minutes between like 3 of them came in. 2 minutes later, 3 of them came out. It was funny. Got persuasion, organizing, kudos, stress. I should probably get like de-stressed sometime right now. Are you gonna build a goddamn bar? Ass. Can you imagine if Shabam actually like joked that there's no bar to be built, that it's just under my head? I'm just giving him sticks for no reason at all. It's your bias or special. Fine, maybe, sure. Sure, whatever. Okay, let's go rest. No, I'm gonna go rest on the wall. Does it give me like a relationship with anyone right now resting on the wall? Because like this is out, so. No, just okay. Okay. Use the relative isolation of your hiding place on top of the walls to peruse some of the recently unlocked adult entertainment on your holopalm? What? It's not like you're doing anything, it's just pretty interesting stuff, it's all. Great articles. Hey Dorker, have you fed the cat? Because she's like... She walks around me like she wants something. And around 9 p.m. she wants only one thing, and we all know what it is. Should I get rid of this? It's 4. I'm probably not gonna get rid of it. It's fine. It's casual. It's whatever. Early dust. Anyone's birthday? I just found, okay. I don't know what this... What got you to use it, but you go. Anemone egg. Oh, that we watching porn. I got it. I remember now. She wants to play, as usual. Cool, thanks. I guess it is my birthday this week. Kind of forgot. Okay, girl. You go chill. It's like chill, girl. Spend some time observing the life cycles of various Ventumnum species, particularly the fungi. Fungi are fascinating. You can't believe that what you see above ground is only a very small part of the entire organism. You find yourself walking around the colony more carefully and now aware of the huge amount of life happening under your feet. Card becomes mental. Card becomes mental! Sorry. 4? I guess 38. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we got 79 biology and 86 reasoning. Okay. This year, Governor Lom's ascension to the Vintumnalia stage is heralded by an entire military brand. The instruments shiny and nanoprinted new. They march out of the command in formation, splitting and forming a phalanx at the foot of the stage as Lum takes his place before you. Spotlights turn on with the heavy ka-chunk noises, illuminating Lum in a halo of floating dust particles. He spreads his arms wide.
Hello, Ventomner. Are we winning or what?
Are you winning, son? His voice booms over the speakers. The reaction is mixed. You look around, it's easy to see that the ones cheering the loudest are Helios and people who fully adopted their mentality, like Nem. The Stratos are more reserved, even more silent. Security Chief Red is one of them, but his usual stony expression hiding his true feelings. Regardless, there's enough cheering that Lum has to wait for it to die before he continues.
We're killing it out there, people. Every day we claw at a little more territory from the savage aliens of this planet.
A Watatapod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Lum's feet, splattering him with juice.
Good.
You don't see who threw it, but the faction from Geoponics is looking restless. They begin to jeer and stomp their feet. Lum continues on, raising his fists.
Those Xenos attacked us first, and now they're learning. Don't mess with humankind.
The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratos are agitated, and you hear calls for things like to return to how they were, and how Lum and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the consul lined up before the stage and facing the crowd looks conflicted. We left Earth to get away from this shit. Your dad stouts, and you turn to him in surprise. He rarely swears. Now look at us. Right back where we started, fighting each other and the planet. We brought it with us.
Well, it took you 8 years to get here, so...
Utopia hopes on stage and routes her own here speak through the speakers. He's lying! This year we lost 2 surveyors in the swamps. Sorrel and Queenie. They'd be alive today if Lum hadn't sent them to clear out the Manticore den for no good reason. She jams her fingers against the governor's chest. The only threat to our colony right now is you!
What happened with... why did it take you so long to get ice cream?
Lum's smile doesn't change, but his eyes go cold. He snatches Utopia's hand and calmly, slowly crushes her hollow palm crystal with his thumb. You can hear the crunch of the bones of her hand before the feed cuts out. Utopia yelps as her knees buckle with pain. Jesus Christ. Her bravado gone. She holds her broken hand to her chest and is too shocked to resist when Lum shoves her off stage. The crowd is stunned into silence as well. Lum clears his throat and approaches the end of stage, looming tall over the console.
Thank you for your input. Your concerns have been noted.
This isn't the buffoon Lum presents on his daily haul of logs, or the nuisance he is when he visits a work site. You see something in his eyes you've only caught glimmers before. Hatred.
You Stratos are lucky we didn't crush you under our boots and take your colony by force. Before we got here, this colony was doomed. You're only alive because I was merciful. Just a bunch of burned out hippie fugitives. What was your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs and talking to animals?
Laughter ripples through the Helios. You, he gestures to the console, then jerks his thumb at his chest, need us, not the other way around. I'm done pretending. I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say.
Gonna murk you in sleep.
He stares at Dr. Instance, who glares up at him with hate in her eyes, and she tends to Utopia's hand.
Maybe it's time to clean house. We need team players here, ones who share the one vision with the future of Ventomna.
After a few tense moments, C clears their throat. Sir, shall I continue with the traditional formalities now? Lum scowls down at Seek, then throws his hands in the air.
Whatever, do it. If it makes you feel better, you're cowards.
He turns.
I don't know if you can hear the little tantrum that Mori is throwing here.
He turns and stalks off stage, his marching band scrolling to follow him as he exits song. As promised, there are no contests this year, but there's plenty of food and alcohol. As the suns begin to set, the Helios, including Vase and Nem, head straight for it and looks ready to party into the night. The other teens seem a little less at ease. I'm gonna hang out with Stratos. Fuck you, Helios. I know you think he's evil, Tammy says, holding a Hinasia at her shoulder while she speaks urgently to Cal. But don't you think even a little bit that he's right about Ventumna being too dangerous? Cal crosses his arms and shakes his head. Killing is never right, Tammy. We can't fight the whole planet. If we meet violence with violence, it's just numbers. They're going to win. We have to find a better way, or we're all going to die anyway. Tammy's chin wobbles, but she clenches it defiantly. I just want to have a family, Cal. Why can't we have one place on this awful planet where we can be safe? She just adjusts and cannot say it against her chest. I think it's worth defending this one space for ourselves. The monsters can live somewhere else, just not here. Cal's right, the killing is wrong. Yes, rebellion. 95, let's fucking go. Cal nods, grateful for the backup, and Tammy sighs. I guess. I just wanted Kinesiya to grow up somewhere safe, like we did. A peal of laughter rises from Rex and Nomi are playing what looks like competitive slapping game. Rex rubs his reddened cheek ruefully as Nomi rolls around on their back, kicking their legs in air and giggling. Got you good, too slow. They stop and beacon you over. Come here, Sinisia. Come here, Sinisia. Promise we're not even talking about the war even a little bit. You take your seat beside Rex and Nomi, and Rex claps you on your back. Well, we are a little bit. Mostly we're making fun of those guys. He jerks his thumbs towards Vasse and his group of friends who's wrangling themselves a live trippet and are skewering it to roast over a bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals, aww, from here, and as night falls, smell the sweet charred scent of its cooking. They've always kind of been like this, Nomi shakes her head. Just like total whatever. You got it. What sucks is I partially agree with both. Same. I agree with fighting to survive. Well, here's the thing. Llama is not fighting to survive. That's the problem. That's where the problem comes from. It's not about fighting. It's just fighting for fighting. They lean back on their hands and look up at night sky. In dusk, the wormhole looks so peaceful and so far away. I used to think me and Rex were like changelings, like aliens beamed in, replaced human babies with weirdos. Aww. The dancing and feasting continues well into the night while you pass the time with your friends in the peaceful faction. Knowing that the whole colony isn't into being soldiers and fighting Lum's war on nature makes you feel less alone, but you can't stop thinking about the governor's eyes as he crushed Utopia's hand today. So long as he's in charge, doesn't matter what anyone else wants. The week after Vintumnale is one of the hottest since you landed. You're supposed to take time off a much-needed break, but it's just so humid and awful and tempers are short. Shortly after the festival, you start seeing graffiti cropping up everywhere. It seems that a lively, if not particularly civil, conversation between the two factions is being held on the flat surfaces of colony. Lam announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, but you notice that not every tag is being removed. Just like ones against the war, of course. Just the ones against the war, of course. The atmosphere of the colony is oppressive, as thick as the choking dust heat itself. Everywhere you try to relax, people just want to talk about the war. To make matters worse, the sweltering nights are making your nightmares intense again. You return to work feeling more stressed than before. Yikes. What is it? Mid-dust? Mid-dust. Nomi, crystals and strange device. Let's give you a device. Happy birthday, Nomi. I have a present for you. Oh, happy birthday to me! I can't believe you remembered. Thank you. You're walking through the colony when you see a blur of color and motion in the corner of your vision. Yeah, we know exactly what it is. Bang! Nomi collides with you in a catastrophe of flailing limbs and high-pitched squealing, sending you both sprawling on the ground. I'm going for another 30 minutes. And then we're gonna raid out for the raid train, and that will be it. I think I was surprised, like, today went really well. I think I'm gonna switch streaming to start earlier. Start at like 6 p.m. Pacific and end around 11, yeah, probably 11 p.m. Pacific, something like that. Oh my gosh! Nori exclaims. They immediately get on their hands and knees and begin to collect the papers that exploded out of their hands when they fell. I'm so sorry. Sometimes my brain is off doing its own thing and I don't watch when I'm running. They exclaim, dusting off their piece of toast and shoving it back in their mouth. Gotta eat breakfast before, even when you're late.
Your enhancement isn't super agility, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, it was a joke. Mommy, I'm sorry.
Nami pauses in their frantic attempts to recover. That's a complicated subject. Nami gets to their feet and offers you a hand, then brushes the dust off you. I actually don't know what my genetic enhancement is, or even if I have one at all. My parents decided to lock my official files from when I was a baby, when they had this wild idea that they wanted me to grow up without feeling like I had to be perfect. I think it's rude for parents to make that choice for their kids. It's not all it's cracked up to be. I'm not sure what they tried to say. I would say that's smart. Yeah, I think so too. Sometimes I think about what kind of cool superpower I wish I had, but most of the time, I just assume my parents just avoiding telling me they gave me a superpower of being turbo awesome. Maybe I'm just like Galactic Cyber Prince Umiyama, and one day a talking Popeye will come tell me I have to defeat the Mecha Ultra Nether Beings. Jesus Christ. Can you talk like normal words?
And yet they made that... Wait, what is that choice?
Nami starts walking with you, talking animately with their hands. I know my parents just wanted me to know that I can be anything I wanted to be when I grow up, and I don't have to be super strong and super smart to be happy. They always told me, nothing and nobody knows what's good for Nomi except for Nomi. And I think that's true.
Yeah, I gotcha. They stop... Can we find out what it is? I wonder. Unless they're waiting for Nomi to ask us. I guess, yeah. They stop and turn to you, looking serious for a moment.
Sometimes it does feel kind of like, well... Sometimes I wonder if I'm only good at something because I have some kind of secret advantage I don't know about. Or sometimes I think the opposite, like I'm not very good at something and I'll feel angry because maybe I could have been good at it. I was really bad on Helia because everyone is really good at something. Usually things like marching and shooting stuff, I thought maybe it would feel different here, where there are people with all kinds of skills, but no matter what I try, someone is already way better at it. So I just feel like I just suck at everything.
Sucks to suck.
The game said you learned it.
Yeah, the game said that, like, they don't know. That's...
Everyone sucks at first. It's the first step to being kind of good at something, Nomi says brightly. That's from a show I used to watch, and guess I don't suck at everything. They strike a pose and with imaginary laser pistol. I'm really good at laser fable. Pew pew.
Yeah, it said if you found out that it's hidden. That's kind of like what it said.
Can I give you a stick?
Take a stick. Build a bar. Save a planet, give a dog a stick. I mean, if you don't mind finding out, I would love to find out what's their augmentation. Or if, like, we can find out. Because I actually wonder, like, if there's a way to find out. Because maybe it's, like, set specifically this way that you cannot find out. What's up? Oh. How's research coming?
The engine shrugs. Well enough, but I confess, I've actually hit something of a block. I'm sure Anne's right in front of me, but I can grasp it. You take a look at her work, immediately come to the conclusion that it's been just out of her reach. Tang rubs her eyes. Oh, you are formidable. I've been coming at Ron the entire time. Think you've been someone in the stupid rock I can trust to know what they're doing.
Aw. What's my relationship with her right now? 97. Which is 3 points away from 100. It's like, I want to go and do... Let's see. Do you have anything for me? Oh. We need to talk about Governor Lum. So the answer is no. It's left ambiguous on purpose. Though people theorize maybe they have something artistic that lets them see a wider spectrum of color like a mantis. That would make sense. Because they definitely are very, like, artistic and they do see things a little differently from others. So that would definitely make sense.
Marsh is quiet for a long time, considering something. Okay, I'm going to let you on a little secret, she says. Looking around to make sure no one is listening, she pulls you a little closer. I am already working on that. I wasn't ready to bring it up for the rest of the SFC yet, but lately I've been thinking we should really try to make a difference. If we convince enough council members that Lum is a bad news, we can actually remove him from power. Mars calls this meeting of the SFC to order with a grim expression. I cannot just stand by while Governor Lum ruins everything we've built here, she says, clenching her fists on the table. He might know how to hold a gun, but he doesn't know how to lead a colony. From now on, this club is going to focus on getting Governor Lum out of power and getting someone competent in. We have from now until Vintumnalia to somehow convince the other council members that he's gotta go. I agree. I hope this isn't the moment since you're not at 100. I'm at 95, so maybe that's enough. I agree, Cal says, and everyone turns to him in surprise. What? Lum's a jerk. All he cares about is killing animals. It's better for the whole planet if he's gone. Mars staples her fingers. But the question is, who would we get to replace him? Obviously, I think I'm a great candidate, but I'm willing to consider other options. Whoa.
Should I say? Oh, so it is 70. Okay. Go for it.
I should be the governor.
Oh, Mars likes it. Nice. Marx barks out a laugh of surprise. You? No way. No offense, Sinisi. I just didn't expect it. Well, may the best person win, I guess. And by that, I mean me. Cal looks worried. No offense, Mars, but you're really gotta stop the soldiers from killing the animals.
Look, Cal, I don't want hunters going out and not coming back either. Maybe we can find a safer, more efficient way to deal with the animals, yeah? Sounds ominous. Cal doesn't look convinced. Nomi exchanges a look with Rex, then clears their throat. We support you, Mars.
Oh!
We think you'll be a great governor, but... Nomi continues, tracing their fingers idly over the tabletop. You're gonna keep it so the colony is fair and everyone has what they need, right? I like that we don't have to compete for stuff and everyone gets the same treatment.
Of course, Mars says. Maybe you need 100 to beat Mars. Let's see.
Look, I learned from history, okay? We can't let income inequality tear this planet apart like it did on Earth. There's gotta be a way to grow together. Right, Sinisia? Just like we talked about. Mars gathers everyone else. So the plan is, we campaign in all the departments. Geoponics, engineering, the garrison, quarters, explorations, and here in command. Try to soften up with all 6 council members and get them on our side. Try to keep this on a down low. Then, at the next Vintumnalia festival, we surprise the governor with a spontaneous council vote and replace him. He'll never see it coming.
Mars is still great, but I vote Sinisi. Aww. Listen, I don't mind if any of us wins.
And may the best governor win.
I cannot. I was like, let me see how I can campaign. She said in every department, so I thought like we just need to go to every single place. But I might be wrong, which sounds like it is. Yeah, I was like, that's the ghost. Like, how do we find them? Do you know anyone? Bye. Do you? Bye. Oh my god, did your power go out again? What is happening? What hamster stops running in their in their thing? See. Oh, thunderstorm gonna make thunderstorm. But it's like, or it's like carousel moment next one too. No. Okay, yeah. Can you look it up? Like, do I need to go and talk to specific people? I did give a present, right? It's mid-dust. Yeah, it's a Nami. Let's go get our biology higher up. After work, you ask Chief Engineer Instance for a few minutes of her time. Oh, there you go. So you kind of go and you do different stuff. Makes sense. She allows you into her office and begrudgingly listens to you as you explain that you and Mars intend to hijack the elections at the next Ventumnalia. When you finish, she heaves a long-suffering sigh and pinches the bridges of her nose and her fingers. Why in the world would I support this plan? We're barely surviving as it is. Lum is right. The planet is at war with us. Every year we come closer and closer to total annihilation. Is this really the time for dissent? Instance gestures for her office. Every horizontal surface is covered with experiments. He may not be the most suited for the job, but do you see anyone else with the time on their hands to run a colony? The idiot does the least damage where he is, doing busy work and making stupid motivational videos. What if I can persuade you? Let's see. It is hard, but I'm harder. Up, up, up. Uh-huh. There we go. 1, 4. I think that's good. Now we just need 34. Fuck, yeah. Visit everyone, you need to convince her. Yeah, makes sense. At either persuasion or rebellion. Okay, makes sense. Win-win. Hell yeah, +1 console was. Fuck yeah. If it's you need it makes sense. I just need to. Oh, we have a list of everyone. Okay, so we can write down exactly who we need. Instance hasn't survived this long under hostile regime by being soft. It's hard to convince her that you have a chance to oust him, Lum, but she does like to win, and she appreciates a good game of 8-dimensional political chess. If you win the election, and you convince her you will, she'll be free. Well, she says, sitting back in her chair, it seems that you might actually be cut out to be our next governor. You have my support. She gives you a stern look. When you strike to kill. If Lam knows I'm moving against him, he'll put me on the wall. Oh, I actually want you to vote for Mars. No, I want you to vote for me. Instance nods and turns back to her holoscreen, clearly done with you and this conversation. Listen, we have 1 vote. Look at this. 1 vote down. I need to start making notes somewhere. Give me a sec. Let me write down. So I know exactly who we persuaded. Okay. Persuaded Instance. I'm getting this. You know what? Fuck this. I wanted to do something else, but I was like, no. If I can be the governor, I'll be the fucking governor. Cal likes baba fruit. Okay. Cal. Oh shit, found something interesting. Oh, what is it? Okay, I'll come to you in a moment. I'm just gonna give him the baba fruit. Oh, okay. Let me start with this. Ah, that looks delicious. Thanks for the birthday gifts in this year. You know I love to eat. Alright. If I remember correctly, you can get instance vote without the card game if you stop Tank's Plague and select the I know Law made you work on the Plague option. Oh. I guess I could have just talked about, but listen. If it worked out, you know, if it works, it works. What you working on? Ooh. Kara's looking really sickly. Well, I found this really pretty flower growing in the garden. I've never seen it before. You take a look at it. Wait, you've seen this before. It's a rat plant. Oh, it's radioactive? Cal says, backing up quickly. Good thing you knew about that. What do we do? You're not sure, but if you studied in geoponics lab, you might be able to figure out how to neutralize the radiation. What do you want? What's up? You spot Rex carrying supplies. Oh, I think we got bar. And big pieces of wood into huge tarped up section at the end of the lounge. He waves at you. Well, as much as a wave as he can do with his arms full of mushwood.
Hey, Larcenicia. Have you come to see the bar?
Oh, yeah. You give him questioning look. The bar? You don't know Rex super well. You've never heard anything about the bar. He gestures to the tarps.
My bar. I've been working on a special project ever since I joined the construction crew. The colony needed a place to cut loose, you dig?
He looks up at that beaming with pride.
I think it's about halfway done.
You take a look at what you can see. Rex has kept it all pretty well tarped up and hates leading people inside to peek, but you can't tell it's big. Perhaps a little too big. Ambitious maybe, but for a first solo construction project. But Rex has a lot to help from his crew and from the whole colony. He'd have to. He'd be able to find enough wood. I'm sure it'll be great. Rex comes over to you and slings you into one-armed hug.
Just seeing you makes me super energized. I can almost hear the music now. That's right, the bar's gonna have live music. You know anyone who plays an instrument? I'm gonna work double time to finish this place. If you want to help, bring me all the mushwood you can find.
Okay. Little dumbass, don't you basically live here? How do you not know? I know, right? I was like, how are you not aware of this? But okay. I need to go on the expedition for the mushwood and stuff. I need to think where I should go. Let's see. It's like a map. I wish it showed like what exactly I already covered, you know. Like did I got through all of them? I don't want to be a hunter. Why did I click it? Answer is no. I don't want to be a hunter. Get fucked. So I was like, I don't want to read it. I don't want to play a hunter. Fuck it. Biology. Question about my fictional political career. I have 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna go for it. Not yet, not today. I think that would be smart. Smart. Okay, let me see who else do we need to convince to vote for us. So, is it a notice board? There. Okay. Okay. Let me write notes. Write notes. Okay, instance. Done. Seek. Command. Red garrison. Garrison. Instance done. Geranium. Geoponics. Do I need to convince Geranium for fucking voting for me? My own dad? Antecedent. And Utopia. Utopia. We're gonna run the colony. We're gonna run. Okay, I think this is gonna be easiest. Anna's easy to track down. She's in the rebuild crash, giving a bottle to one of the new babies. Despite everything, people are still having babies. It's incredible to think. Oh, Sinicia, she says, giving you a gentle smile. Would you mind passing me the canteen? You hand Anne the canteen that's been just out of her reach, and she juggles the bottle to hold it and baby in one hand while she takes the grateful drink. Never enough hands. Someone should figure out how to give us telekinesis. Let's see science work on that. She laughs, which rocks the baby in her arms. What can I do for you, Sinicia? Well... Anne listens patiently as you explain the plan to force vote and the next Ventumnalia to depose Lum. When you're done, she sets the bottle down and lifts the baby onto her shoulder to burp. That's quite a plan, she says, rubbing the baby's back. You've come a long way from when you were this little. I'm proud of you, sticking to your guns no matter what happens. So can we count on your vote? Anne makes a thoughtful noise. Well, I'm not one for fighting any wars on nature. Honestly, I'm so busy with living quarters and the kitchens, but the crash, I rarely pop my head out there these days, but I do trust Lum to do what's best for us. Whoa.
He's a little empty in the noggin, but he surrounds himself with good people, and that's what matters to me. The baby lets out a wet-sounding burp and Anne coos at it. Great job, good work. Better out than in. Well, what do others think? If they're on board, I don't mind chipping in and vote to make it majority. Lady, you have no mind of your own? I have one vote. Of course, there's at least one dissenter, Anne says. Was it Sikh? I'll bet you 10 kudos it was Sikh. Gosh, they just hate Lam, you know. They probably want the job for themselves. Well, I don't think any of us would vote for Sikh if it came down to it.
Oh, uh-oh. You need to throw that. Yeah, I was like, what? Jesus Christ. Really? She votes for him? Bullshit. Ass. I was like, really? Really? That's what you're like? You're just gonna be like, well, I just voted whatever who has, like, whatever. I just don't want to go to Utopia because I have only like 7 minutes before that, so. This is Cal, all the fruit, okay. I'm gonna give him the fruit again. It's your birthday. Oh. Wait. It's late dust, so it's his birthday, right? Late dust, Cal. Oh, I guess it's saved after I gave it to him. Okay, let's try to convince our dad. I guess he needs to be convinced to vote for us. Jesus Christ. You find some time alone with the chief cultivator to talk about your plan to peacefully depose the law. You sit down with your dad, who pours you a cup of tea and listens intently as you explain the details of Mars' plan. Depose Lam, get voted in, save the colony, maybe the whole planet. Well, sure, sweet Melon, he says when you're done. You know I'll always support you, 100%. I've never liked that Lam. He acts too quickly. He's going to get everyone in trouble sooner rather than later. I've not been impressed by him in council meetings. I'm not so sure about that Mars girl either, to be honest. Can't trust a woman who doesn't want to get her hands dirty. Not like your mother, let me tell you. He smiles and rolls his mug in his hands. Your mom would be so proud of you doing this. Well, she might have disagreed with you first, to test your dedication. She was stubborn like that. I love that about her. You spend a nice afternoon with your dad, reminiscing about your mom and split in the pot of tea. It's nice to be able to reconnect with him, and you sure he's got your back. Okay. Yeah, second vote. Fuck yeah. If your mom's still alive, you do have to persuade her. Really? If you never went to the swamp, you can condemn hunting to get her vote. Or you find her exclamation event and persuade... Well, anywhere I can persuade her. Meaning, like, do I need to go to... Anything better? For Utopia, I mean, do I need to go to any location? Like, any location is fine? Toughness, kudos, let's go. And a lot of stress. Early wet. Wait. Early wet, Mars, flowers, and cluster. Okay. Let's go give her a gift. And finish up somewhere here. It's your birthday, your birthday. Find something you might like. Crystal. Huh. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but I admit this crystal is pretty fabulous. Out of my collection. I am 98 with her, 98 with Tank. Damn. Can I remember if there's a location that specifically says explore the... If there's... I'd pick it. Well, yeah. Well, let me see. There's a fruit. Basically, when I click on her, it just gives me, like, different options. Like, for all of... Because out of 4 locations, I looked at all of them. I explored all of them fully. Therefore, I've, like, maybe... Yeah, you see... I mean, explore nearby? I don't think so. I'll try to just, like, because I still need to do it. I'm just gonna do it next time. You know what? We're gonna do most of it next time. Let me see. Because A, I'm tired. B,
This train never stops. I mean, it does.